Hello, Starfinders, and welcome back to Spaceflix and Kill. I am your host and GM this evening, Krifu Bernal, and we are back here with the Scoured Stars crew, otherwise known as the Second Seekers, because they work for the First Seeker.
So long.
Let's meet our cast, and maybe let's go in reverse order. It's 2023. Let's shake things up.
No. Don't do that.
Yes.
Okay, I never remember where I am anyway.
Ida,
It's
kick
fine.
us off.
Hi everyone. Something I'm doing now when I stream, I give a physical introduction for anyone that might have visual impairments. I'm Ida, she, her, and you are seeing a tan olive-skinned Latin woman with black hair and a white hoodie, mostly a turtleneck peeking up top. I am playing Puka, who is imagine a six-armed Ewok who is giggly, who likes acrobatics, who likes shiny things, and her favorite shiny thing in the world is a orb of energy that hovers over her shoulder that sometimes she can call out in battle.
And going counterclockwise now, Hedgehog.
Oh, I love the new order. Hello, I'm Hedgehog, he, him. And today I've got my brain's gone. Where's my brain gone? Words. There we go, they're back. They're back. There we go, we're back. And tonight I'm playing Alice Study, human mechanic, who is a brown-haired, average, run-of-the-mill human who's just turned 30 and is having what can only be described as a drawn-out, adventurous midlife crisis. I have no idea who I base this character off. All I know is that I'm turning 30 this year. And I will leave it at that.
Welcome to the club is all I can say. I love it here.
Wait till you can round up to 40.
No, don't remind me.
It's okay, you'll be fine.
Speaking of rounding up, Pan.
What?
Yo.
Hi, I'm going to round up to 40, I guess. I'm Pan. I've missed you guys. I've missed you guys. I've missed you guys' chat. I've been playing. I GM'd one a while back, which made me have a newfound respect for Krifu. But I'm looking forward to getting back into it. I'm looking forward to get back into playing Grey Lance, everyone's favorite sword daddy, a ex bounty hunter noir, who is looking forward to making new inroads with his new family. My parents are his, his are he, him. You are. I'll try that thing that Ida did. So you are seeing a black person. I'm wearing a Tari hoodie, which I wear all the time because it's the warmest thing I have for these things. And I have glasses. Is that how it works? Am I good? Okay, cool. Yeah.
And moving on down, not first this time, but still one of the best. Inez.
Actually, I lied. I love being last.
It's always like that. And Inez.
There you go. Hi,
Also
everyone.
featuring Inez.
Yeah.
Hello. Yeah, also featuring. Wow, that was shade. That was shade.
It's like
All right.
and Knuckles thing.
I need a fan.
Good.
You
Honestly,
tonight.
The savagery is just not left, right. and center.
Wait, I have one right here. Wait, oh my god.
Introduce yourself.
Crazy. Anyways, hi. My name is Inez. I use she, her pronouns. How about I do the visual thing first? I am a white woman with very short hair. I, for some reason, got in full drag today, which I didn't mean to. I meant to do a very simple eye makeup look, and then it turned into this. So I look very raccoon-like, I think.
I mean, the time I've known you, you've never gone for a very simple, any kind of makeup.
Excuse me. There's been some TikToks with very simple eye makeup looks. Thank you very much. Anyways, I'm wearing all black, something very evil with a straight upstanding collar, with a silver chain hanging and a what is this called? A turtleneck. There we go. And I tonight will be playing Chriseth Fenvire, the Dragonkin soldier is what it is. who is very calm and very collected and very cool out of battle. However, in battle, is very much very loud. So, yeah, I'm very excited to be back. Really, truly.
And as am I. We're coming back after 3 pretty riveting scenarios. The second Seekers are working on behalf of First Seeker Luazi El Sebo, investigating the Scoured Stars, a region of the vast, a faraway part of the galaxy, where most of the Starfinder Society was lost, hidden away, disappeared, can't be heard from. And we, doing some work, think we may have found a way to access the Scoured Stars, a region of the vast that has been locked away from us as well. We can't get into it either. And so it's been, I think, a few weeks since our last adventure, where we journeyed out to that wintry planet and met the Izalgoons, a subtly technologically advanced species that live in a peaceful agrarian lifestyle, and that gave you a map to a moon in their solar system where they think you can find an object that might let you into the Scoured Stars. Lots of other stuff happened as well, but you should check the YouTube and see all of the brilliant adventures that we've had so far, and we'll continue to have, hopefully. So
if anyone asks, that system doesn't exist.
Yes.
Because we wiped all the data.
That is true. We are not announcing that we've found this. We met the Izalgoons there. So it's been a few weeks. Let's say 2 weeks, just to give it a nice, finite measure of time. What have you all been up to in that time?
What have we done? I don't know. You?
It's been full downtime, I guess. I think when Puka's not busy, I think actually when everyone's not busy, I think that Brown have gotten Chris together and been like, we should start teaching these guys a bit of martial prowess and leading people in learning simple things especially Alistair as well, things like like throws, defending yourself, just really simple hand-to-hand combat. Obviously for Puka, they get much more complex stuff they've already worked on about this kind of thing, but everyone's having to work up a sweat together.
I love imagining that Puka is whatever the space future equivalent of judo is, because judo is something that really takes the size differential in an opponent to the larger disadvantage. Yeah, Puka could be pretty deadly in judo.
6 arms and tiny, absolutely destroying people.
She's constantly grounded. But I think
falling over like rookies just to let Puka throw them over and go, that's how you do it.
I love it.
I think for the most part, alongside Alistair joins in all this, but he doesn't hang around.
100% forces Alistair to do at least one class.
Yeah, he's constantly dodging invites to go to places.
You need to learn at least how to fall down.
It's fine, you just fall backwards. Just plank and fall.
Yeah, when we can't find an intern, it's Alistair.
Funnily enough, I do think Alistair learned his own special way of falling down.
So Alistair's been dodging a lot, kind of avoiding people, avoiding the crew, trying to be inconspicuous about it, but probably being very, very bad at it because it's Alistair trying to, he has no ability to hide what he's doing. He has been going to see his sister on the down low, meeting in various places in Absalom Station, behind very heavy closed doors, and will not tell anyone or anything what he's been doing in there. And I will leave it at that.
Okay.
I guess that leaves it up to me. God, I don't know what Chrysis would have been doing. Thinking a lot, I think, about what happened on the icy planet and stuff. I don't know. I think she would have just been preparing, like following along with what Greylands has been doing, like fighting training, all that stuff, you know.
They've taken some time to work together as well. Now they are pair bonded.
Exactly. So I think that's most of what she's been doing. She might have been cooking a little bit. Who knows?
I like to think that maybe Puka got
Concert tickets.
got something going on. Oh, concert tickets. That's cute. I was going to something on with their skip talk, but if you took Christmas to a concert as well, that'd be fun.
Well, concert tickets to who?
Well, there's this amazing band that recently swung by the galaxy, and their music is so inspiring and popping, and they're raging all the time. Ever heard of a Star Sugar Heart Love?
Would Chrysis have heard of Star Sugar Heart Love? Is she a K-pop fan or no? That is what we're asking ourselves.
Sugar pop.
Here. No.
Okay.
And so her response is, what?
Look, it's the latest dance. It goes like this.
Oh, that's that Flame with Purpose. I've seen that.
I'll bring you back a t-shirt. Bye.
Oh, bye. Well, and there she goes.
You'd be surprised, actually. Some of that stuff's pretty catchy.
I'm sure it is.
Yeah, well,
Doesn't care.
Yeah, perhaps an acquired taste. Actually, what is like Chris into, like, music-wise? I think if we were just going so that Grant is obviously into like whatever the Space Queens of dad rock is.
I think it would be classical. I think she's very much into like classical music. Very much loves listening to the space equivalent of Bach, the space equivalent of Mozart. Yeah, I think that's really it. I think she's very like serene and put together, and then she goes to war and it looks like she has the Doom soundtrack playing.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, but she just listens to classical music, just plain boring, honestly. Not that classical music is boring. I love classical
Okay. Well, whatever your characters have been up to, 2 weeks pass by and you are all summoned once again for another adventure at the behest of the Starfinder Society.
In space.
In space! First Seeker Luwazi El Sebo rises from her chair in her office at the Starfinder Society headquarters. She is a black woman with dark curly hair and a big red bandana that pushes it all out of her eyes. She's wearing her sort of iconic red station wear that looks a lot more, not necessarily military, but looks utilitarian and adventurous. Like a sort of armored Lara Croft, maybe. I don't know.
That description just made me. Yeah,
You've hit the spot there.
yeah, that hit good. That was good.
With her in her office, you see a massive six-limbed alien, an Izalgun from the people that you met on that planet last time. And as you enter in, Luwazi El Sebo sort of gestures to them. Ah, these are the agents I spoke with you about. Starfinders. May I introduce you to Eulapses, one of our new friends from the vast. As the Zalgoon rises, they barely avoid. She barely avoids collision with the ceiling and clears her throat. Yeah, this is a six-limbed species, but she's sort of in the middle limbs. She's using to like stand on the knuckles and like.
They're like the centaur type ones, right?
Yeah, well, so they could, after spending time with them, you could see they could either be in centaur mode, or like rise up on their two hind legs and then have like four arms there. So the middle limbs are interchangeable. They can go to arms or legs, basically. Because you wouldn't call them legs anyway. But the interesting part about their face is that the mouths are
that way.
horizontal,
No,
vertical.
that way.
So when she speaks, they open like flaps. She clears her throat and in a deep bellowing voice begins. I am honored to stand in the presence of those as accomplished as you. I am Ulysses, and it seems our past and your present have come together.
I ask how tall she is.
About as
Let's
tall.
put it away. We just started.
Around your height, she is large. So the camera pans to Krizuth. Krizuth, what do you look like as sort of matching the size of this person?
What did I say? Black scaled, right? I think.
Yeah.
A black scaled dragon, like on two legs walking. So she has black scales, these two big wings that are like folded behind her, and you can see that the webbing has kind of like some tears in them and some holes in them that suggest that she's been in some tough fights. She wears like a golden breastplate that has a symbol of a rising sun on it, like on the chest plate, and she stands like really tall and with her like chest forward to like display this thing, and behind it is like a to the elbow kind of cape that only goes to one side, so it's an asymmetrical cape that only goes to the elbow, and it's black. It's very cool. She wears with her, I think, around a belt, because I don't think they would make sense to be on her back. So I think it's around a belt, two pairs of gloves that look to be her weapons. She carries a pair of boom knuckles and a pair of what kind of there were like some alien kind of things. I don't
Electrovore gloves?
I hate that word. Anyway,
Say it 10 times.
It's like electro pop, but worse.
Yeah, I hate it. And she also wears around that same belt some kind of ring-shaped weapon that looks very cool. And on her spine there is like a cybernetic like implant that looks to be like surgically in there, and it has two blinking lights at the top. That's it.
Okay. So we see Krizuth sort of sizing Ulysses up and down.
Yeah, not in that kind of way.
Sure.
Just like I think she's very much dignified, looking her straight in the eye, and then like asking herself like, am I looking her in the eye like above me or below me, like, or are we on eye height? She's just kind of wondering if this woman is if this creature is the same size as her, or larger or taller.
She is
whatever.
the same size category as you.
Okay.
And as you kind of look at her, she's wearing these like gray robes, and she moves down into the pockets of these robes and retrieves a holographic projector and like puts it on the desk behind her. And Luwazi, the first seeker, goes and dims the lights. And as Ulysses continues, she says, "This is our history. And so over the next several moments, the projector shows give it like a sort of like sepia tone, like all those weird like black scratches to like make it like look like collected, retrieved, sort of found footage. Some of it sort of reenacted, some of it maybe a little animated. It's hard to tell. Is this real, what I'm looking at? Is this a story that's being told? Is it a fairy tale, a myth, a legend, or a documentary? Just the way it's all clipped together. But the basic picture of the story that you perceive is the story of an advanced society of creatures shaped like the Azalgoons. They're a little far away, maybe it's hard to tell if they are Azalgoons exactly, laboring under an opaque golden sky. The creatures toil with obvious dissatisfaction. And you can see that they're creating these monolithic entities to some sort of, or tributes to some sort of unknown, unseen entity. And you can see at times the shield, it sort of fast forward, the golden shield, this opaque sky above, sort of fades, flickers and fades, like losing power. And then those moments you can see that this society turns to building starships, frantically trying to escape what is you're quickly learning is a prison of a planet to them.
Wow.
Eventually, they manage to escape, piercing the golden sky. And as they escape, they're aboard highly sophisticated starships. Then there's a little fast forward, and you can see these aliens arriving to a new fertile planet, burying the majority of their ships that they arrived on. You suddenly have a flashback to your last adventure, and you realize these structures that you walked in with the Azalgoons that were buried underground, they very much had the feel of starships.
Oh my god, that's crazy.
Oh wow, we've never seen anything like that.
Hey!
But it's the truth.
Inside voice booker.
However, the remaining ships that are not buried and becoming the new cities of these people fly to a nearby moon, laden with reminders of their grim history and other technological advances. And they sort of like blink out of existence, sort of out of the frame, out of the picture. On the new world, once again, we see these aliens living for generations peacefully and in harmony with their planet and its seasons and its ecosystem, when a short golden obelisk descends from the heaven and the people begin to panic. With obvious sadness, Ulysses shuts off the projector.
Ugh.
What was that?
We hear this voice in the darkness as Luwazi puts the lights back up. Greylance, what do you look like when the lights come on? What do we see? Who do we see?
Oh, right, yes. Greylance is a noir, which is effectively a minotaur. He's pretty tall, not as tall as Christopher. Obviously, I think we had him at about 7 foot.
I forgot to mention Chrysalis is 10 feet tall.
she's a big lady.
Mm-hmm.
He's got all the musculature of a guy who like once was, a really like jacked character. But he's older now. He's still kind of barrel chested under his gray armor, which ends in a black neck brace before his own fur as well. Yeah, we talked about it before. Noir have fur, and it's like a duck. It's a mottled black and gray as well, showing his age. On the side of his armor, on the side of his arm, he has a bunch of insignias, markings for various jobs he's done and so on, as well as like sponsors he's had in his time. Before they were pretty like beat up and scratched up, but he's been taking some pride in himself now. And even though he's not necessarily attached to these things anymore, he still wants it to look good. He's also affected a smaller version of Chris's there was like shoulder cape on the other side as a mark of respect for their I think we all got them originally at the start we went shopping, didn't we?
We sure did.
Yeah,
Fancy clothes.
Yeah. He has like fancy clothes. We all got like his little shoulder capes, and he's kept his. I'd like to know some kind of like a little insignia on there of the team, but we can know that later.
To represent their work wedding.
Excuse me.
It just presents a tactical advantage that we are happy to exploit. That's all.
You
Exactly.
asked, what was that? Referring to the object that fell. Hold on.
Holding on for dear life.
I can see people are saying it's hair in the chat, but if I say grey and like hair, then his actual hair, which I didn't mention, he has a long braid, which is also grey. Come think of it, so it could be hair or fur. You know what, chat? I'm happy with whatever you want. Whatever you want.
It looks like it's
or fur,
hair,
it's fine.
officially.
He's got hair on his head, and I guess like cows do have kind of like hairy bodies. It's cow hair.
Apes art says bovines have hair, so I believe.
Okay.
I believe that.
He's got hairy body and a hairy head.
What was that?
Camera zooms down. Puka, what do you look like?
You see this kind of tawny honey brown skittermander, which is just about 3 feet tall, 6 arms, but one of them, her left middle arm, is replaced by this like Ferrari cherry red cybernetic arm. It's shiny and has all these band stickers, hearts, cute band-aids that serve no purpose other than looking nice, slathered on her. She kind of has let's say a tactical
Still be the sheen cake sticker.
Yeah, she has a tactical vest with all sorts of pockets, and over her shoulders perpetually hovering like this orange sized little ball, just hovering all the time. That every now and then she's kind of like nodding and shaking her head too. It's always smiling at it. And she has 2 large puffs of hair, like 2 hair buns on the top of her head.
Lapsies sort of nods and like, kind of walks over to the big chair that she was sitting in and sits where Luwazi maybe like starts pouring coffee or something, allowing the conversation to happen naturally.
Coffee?
We call the golden relic deposited on our world the tear.
The tear.
We fear it heralded a return to our captivity. The one that took generations for my people to escape from. But
Gives you that impression? What gives you that impression? Simply a bad omen?
she shakes her head.
Does it look like those things the generations older peoples were forced to sculpt, it looks like?
Sure, yes. It did, but whether
Dumbled.
Good eye, Puka.
she like puts her hands up, her top 2 hands, like shakes
Oh,
her head.
sorry. Okay. It's tough.
Whether
tough.
it's a beacon or a key, we don't want to know. If it has answers, we don't want them. It may be your future, but it is our past. We would like to leave that where it is.
I'm gonna turn to First Seeker and just say, sounds like it might be an idea to take this off their hands if it causes such a stress. It could be useful for us.
Exactly, she says, sort of handing coffee, and then the last cup goes to Hedgehog. Alistair, what do you look like?
No, Puka, no. Got like a little spray bottle. Like, no.
So I think the first things first, Alistair in un-Alisterific fashion rejects the coffee.
Whoa.
Whoa!
What's going on?
In terms of looks, Alistair's kind of like what 5'7" average height, roughly
Like how the camera
brown hair.
went down.
Then back up again. It's like He's wearing kind of his sort of business casual now. That the tie's gone. That he used to wear at the beginning. So now it's just a shirt, a jacket, some like combat trousers. Underneath is like this very just about visible thin plate armor. There's nothing really different from him from last time. The only sort of difference is his left arm. He's pulling his jacket slightly over his left wrist and is trying very hard not to use his left arm.
Is he still decked out in all the stuff he bought? The railgun, the body armor.
Yeah. So the body armor's under the clothing. The railgun's still on the back.
Right.
He's still sort of business casual armored. But yeah, no. He's avoiding the left arm. Sort of like kind of like the collar's over the hand, so you can't really see what's there. And yeah, he rejects the coffee and kind of goes, I would seek her, but you know what's been happening the past couple of weeks, and I don't want to risk taking a stimulant.
She nods and puts it down, and then turns to the rest of the group. We've been given permission.
Oh, put up higher.
Nope. No, Puka. No second cup for you. No.
We have been given permission by these Alcuns to claim the tier, on the sole condition that we take it far away from Eulapses' people and never bring it back. What it is something that resembles a relic that my predecessor, First Seeker Jad Nora, discovered on a dead planet, and it is what allowed him to discover the Skyward Stars and originally enter that area. From the description of this relic, I believe that it is a key that will allow us to pierce what we're referring to now as the God Shield.
I don't like that name.
And
I don't like that.
looking at Ellipses, you want to know nothing about it, even if it's good tidings, even if it's information that can prevent bad tidings. You want to know nothing?
Our people have a troubled past with this relic and what it could potentially stand for. I have been given instructions to pass on to you this information, but with the stipulation that we would like to live in ignorance.
Understandable. Sometimes knowledge can only bring a bit of pain, Puka. For good or ill, just ignoring it's just gonna be the best.
Yeah, but like that past was awful. What you showed us, Ellipses, and I'm really sorry your people went through that. I guess my people can relate a bit like that as well. But like, it's not that it's good that those things happen. It's awful and beep 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 every curse word in the book just with a smile that happened. But my people are not our past people anymore. Your past is not who you are currently.
I shall take that on advisement.
That's cool. That's cool. And yeah.
Our people's relationship with the Pact Worlds, she was like wants to double make sure she gets it right, has only just begun, and we hope, she turns to Luwazi, this will be the first step of one of many, but these are the stipulations. Luwazi nods. The Izalkuns have been dumping technology in unwanted relics, or, I'm sorry, removing the god gifts, she nods to Eulapses, from their planet and putting them on the moon, where the map that we were given leads to. They call it the repository. Ulapsis shrugs. We know very little of the repository, but the tier was sent generations ago, and we know that there were supposed to be custodians managing the repository, but we have not left this planet's surface until you arrived.
It makes sense.
I can tell you the specific silo where the tier should be. You can find it there. Sorry, Pan? Muted?
Of course I am. No, Graham just said, that sounds good. The closer we can get, the better.
Anything else?
I'm guessing that since you didn't want these, you didn't just put them in a silo with a door that was just easily openable with no kind of defenses in the way. I'm sure you've guarded this somehow. Do you have any idea how?
The caretakers would know. We were blessed to live a life burdened without that knowledge.
Makes sense. It's fine. We can figure it out. As we haven't done before.
I guess the first step will be to make contact with the caretakers.
Oh, that went wonderfully last time.
No, we had an okay time. It was the people who weren't caretakers we had a bad time with.
You are given the coordinates to a heat-blasted moon in the same system that we visited last time in the Vast, and specifically coordinates of that moon to the silo where the tier was stored. That's the least about. That's all the information they have. What is there? No idea. And Luwazi says, as I've been told, communication stopped with them decades ago. I'd be prepared for anything: advanced technology, radiation, or strange magics.
At that point, Alistair pulls on his arm.
Something going on there, Alistair?
No. Oh, God.
I'm the closest to his arm. What do I see?
Yeah.
I mean, height-wise also.
Puka's quite observant, isn't she? There's a bracelet. He's hiding a bracelet.
Bracelet, new jewelry.
Sleight of hand?
Okay, sleight of hand versus Alistair's perception.
Oh my god.
Ooh, first roll of the
PvP.
The PvP roll, guys, for a new podcast, new stream, PvP stream.
I did not update my sheet on Roll20, so I'll just manually roll. It's a 28.
23.
So you slip it off.
Is Puka trying to take it off? Or just reveal more to see it?
No, I would sort of reveal it in this case. Like even if she's gonna get like my one of my fingers between the chain and you. Not to take it off, but to like hold in place.
Yeah, so it's kind of like a metal at first it's almost like it almost feels like a handcuff almost. But it's actually a very tight, almost constricting metal around his arm. It's very difficult to, it's very difficult to get your finger in there.
They're small.
Yes, and it feels like it's you feel like you've put your hand into a field, as if it's trying to do something to him.
Alistair, if you've augmented yourself in some way that could aid us or hinder us tactically in the field, I'd rather you let us know now.
There's a very strange friendship bracelet, Alistair.
I mean, that is adorable. Did you make a friend?
No.
I'm sorry.
No. It sort of looks at the first seeker and sort of goes, well, I tried. He sort of like takes the bracelet off, and as he does, his hands begin to glow with magic. And you can tell he's really uncomfortable with it, and it's not something he's used to. After the tower, obviously the tower went bang last time. I was sat right next to it. And after that, I appear to have awoken my heritage's magical abilities.
Oh, congratulations. I know it was weighing on you.
It's better than being bit by a spider.
Yeah.
Slight problem. LRs are not very stable with their magic when they first get it, hence the dispel bracelet. Until I can learn to control it, I've kind of been suppressing it as best I can.
You know, it's a good way to gain control? To exercise the body.
My classes are open to everyone. They're free.
I have spent.
I can lend you a gi if you need one, Alistair. I know it's I'm a bigger guy. You're a bigger guy. It's all right.
Look. I took the recommendation from the Seeker to go take lessons from my younger sister because, well, let's just say that my first day back here, it wasn't necessarily quite nice when all of a sudden magic starts exploding from my fingers and striking things rather randomly.
Cool. That's kind of cool.
Would we have not seen any of this? It feels weird that we wouldn't. Have you been avoiding the team?
He's been full-on avoiding the team as best he can. He only turned up to one class specifically, and that was when he had the bracelet. In between all that, he's been sitting with Lucien trying to figure out how to control this, and he hasn't managed to learn to control it properly yet.
Okay.
Essentially, like out of character canon sheet, he's taken a level in Technomancer.
That makes sense. That's that's character-wise.
So I needed to figure out how to make his magic suddenly appear, and it was kind of like, well, he did get hit by a massive bolt of bloody lightning in the last episode, and like knocked him off the tower. So that'll wake up something. But yeah, he's not hiding it. He feels there's also a pang of shame there, that he's not quite comfortable with this. Having this magic, he just sort of like puts the bracelet back on properly and sort of tucks his hand in his pocket.
He's gonna give like this with three of her arms, like the biggest slap she can on Alistair's back, like smack. Welcome to the club, and Glowy will just kind of like the orb of light over her lips just kind of like bounce up and down happily.
Well, at least you can control Glowy.
I don't control Glowy. Glowy does whatever Glowy wants.
Well, you get what I mean. You and Glowy are in sync with each other. Mine's not quite there yet.
Well,
Glowy does what Glowy wants.
Well, if you think about as not controlling it but being in sync, that might be a good step.
You know, I'm a logical person. Magic goes against every logical thing that I know and have spent ages working for.
You know what's a good way to start this journey? Whenever you're in doubt, breathe and just think one guiding question to yourself. What would Puka do?
I get the feeling that might get me killed.
Braylance glances down at Puka's cyborg arm. Maybe not all the time. Just
lest I remind you, I did try what would Puka do and almost lost my own arm.
Right. Well, look, Alistair, regardless of your growth spurts, I think we can all agree that more abilities are always good, especially on someone who has the mental acuity as yourself to make use of them. So, congratulations on your newfound powers. We'll see if we can help you out.
Yeah.
I also
3-arm smack.
We both give back slaps.
You get not at the same time. I'm falling forward. I am falling forward.
Yeah, see, you should learn to fall out, stuff. We told you.
Smack him the other way, Chrisu. Have a smack sandwich.
Oh my god.
What metronomes going?
We just slap out still around the triple.
I think
this is how we travel the whole way to that blasted moon.
Chris just has that huge hand just like just present, not even slapping, just like if you fall,
Yeah.
I'll be there. Mom arm.
I think
On
on
that
that
note-
image we sideswipe onto the adventure.
Are we taking the Pegasus again? Do we
Yes.
still have the Pegasus?
Yeah, hell
Yeah.
yeah.
So we see the Pegasus, a starship that looks like
The
There
most
is.
beautiful
We
ship
had
in the
like a hot rod,
world.
right? It was like a cherry
looks
red
like
hot rod.
is a red starship
Mhm.
with a black nose and like these two little wings on the side, on the back, on the aft.
It's so
Uh,
cute.
And we see it sort of sweeping through the stars and around this moon. You can see the moon is, as you fly over, there are dozens of silos made with thick nanocarbon walls. You can see that some of them they all seem to have retractable roofs. Some of them are like opening and closing as you fly by, but most of them seem to be jammed and rusted closed with age and disuse.
Hey, they're happy to see us.
Maybe not rusted because I don't think the outside of the moon doesn't have any atmosphere, but it broke. Eventually you get to your silo. Just a quick scan, the roof is jammed close. It does shelter the interior from heat, so you won't necessarily need environmental protections for that. However, to get to the airlock, you'll have to like pop on your shields from your armor and your helms to go through the no atmosphere. But once you enter inside the silo, it's dark, firstly. The power seems to be down. And the first thing you see are stairs that go down in a spiral. They go down for a while. And after about 5 minutes of walking down the stairs, your armor beeps. There is oxygen here.
Graf hits a button on the side and their helmet slides up and they go, oh, all right, guys. Atmosphere's good.
Okay. I mean, this is. I think we ascertained during the first adventure that I think everyone here, bar Alistair, has a way of seeing in the dark without using artificial light.
I've got some
everyone
torches.
I think Alistair's got like his communicator has like the torch on it, so he uses that. But it's always a bit weird because everyone else is just there walking with no light. It's just Alistair on his own with the flashlight constantly.
I've got a set of flares, so I'm just gonna I'm gonna toss them in front of us as we're going, so we're not like walking into things. I've got dim light vision, but better to be able to see everything as you can.
You're tossing flares in front of you as you walk.
They're like what are they? Like light flares?
Like the ones that
light sticks, glow sticks.
Yes.
Yes. Sorry. Yeah.
Oh, glow sticks. Got
Yeah.
it.
Sorry.
Crack.
Look, if we're going into a tomb, you've got to have light sticks.
I don't actually have many of them though.
If you're Lara Croft.
I've got like 5, so maybe I don't throw all of them down.
Save me too. We can have a rave party later.
Absolutely not.
From here, can we ascertain how much further we've got?
You're going down hundreds of feet.
Oh, man.
But eventually, you come to another door, an airlock grade door. This is probably what's helping keep the oxygen in the facility. And when you open that, you come out into a very large room. So these steep stairs curved around the interior of the cone beneath the silo and have descended to a small platform in a large room, taking you over to the map.
Whoa.
Here's one we made earlier.
Guess what? This facility was built for large creatures, so every square is 10 feet.
Oh.
Oh.
No.
Inez gets to finally have her wings out.
Finally, I am free. I am free.
It's out massively.
Oh my god.
The
This is gonna be huge for me.
You are on what looks like a bridge that's supposed to come out and go across the room to a small platform where another door like sort of hangs in the wall, like mid-air. But the bridge has collapsed, and you are about how many feet high above? You are 60 feet above a junk pile down below.
Is there enough atmosphere for Chrysis to spread her wings
Yes,
and get some flight?
there is.
Yeah.
I think what Chrysis would first like to do, I would like to look at my inventory first.
Wise. Next to the
1 second.
door on the other side of the room, you can also see, just with your torches and lights and whatnot and dark vision, a unlit computer terminal next to that. These like double doors, nanocarbon doors.
So this is where the gap is, and these are all 10-foot squares.
Yes.
Oof. Okay, that sounds like a job for Christoph.
Damn it. Fuck. Is there any
Yeah, it's like 75 feet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
is there any like loose metal laying around? Any rocks?
Down
like
below.
on where we're
There's lots of junk
but
down
on
below,
where we're
yeah.
standing.
Let's say like some scraps of metal where the bridge collapsed.
Love that. Would love to get some of that. And I would love to, with all the strength that I have, throw it down into the junk pile.
Interesting.
Down. Okay.
Disturb any creatures that might be lying
Wait,
about.
whoa, wait, what?
You know, make sure that they make their attention known.
Wait, we don't want them to know we're here, though.
Well,
Okay.
we want to know if they're there. So there's only one way to fucking
Christoph
find
fly?
out.
How far can she fly, though?
She can fly. Hold
Just
on.
remember, I got that backpack.
Question while you figure that one out.
She can fly 25 feet.
Okay.
Everyone go ahead and make a perception check.
Okay.
Nah,
All
but
right.
yes.
Well, that's her flying speed, but she can
Oh, you can fully
hover
move.
in midair.
Oh, okay, cool. So yeah, you can make it across.
Yes, I could make it across.
All right.
We want to what?
Perception.
Perception.
please.
14 for
20
Puka.
25 for Alistair.
Where am I? Oh, over here.
21 for Grey Lance.
By the way, I'm rolling new dice. And
Ooh.
you can't. There's
It's in
a
blue.
Oh,
frog-
that's pretty.
There's a frog inside.
Ah.
Froggy die.
Yes, very very good. Well, 13.
Bad frog.
Okay.
Trade by the
That's
frogs
fine.
So
immediately.
none of you can see this thing before it appears and
Oh.
like sort of moves slowly. It's like
Oh.
it came out of nowhere, or it did, or it's like it did what it actually did, which was oozed out from beneath the junk below. This sort of reddish slime, about the size of a Chrysuth, moves over to the area where you threw that down and sort of like just moves, like literally moves over that stuff, the metal you threw down, and then oozes back underneath the junk pile.
Sorry,
Okay.
that was rude of her.
It's-
Hi, we're new in the neighborhood. What's your name?
Anyone
You
want to
know
make
what,
a
we
life
don't-
science check?
Yeah, I'm gonna make a lifeline check.
I looked at
I will-
Puka and I go, rude. Excuse me.
I
Life
make a life
science.
science check.
Yeah, we got life science check.
Oh.
14 again for Puka.
I have
15
nothing in
for
that.
else.
Y'all are alone on this one.
Didn't-
Okay.
14 for Puka.
Yeah, 15 for Grey Lance.
32 for Alistair.
That's the one. That is the one. Ooze is life science, correct. Alistair, obviously this is an ooze. You kind of, just from its coloration and the fact that it sort of has this shell of equipment sort of wrapped on the outside of its slime form, you recognize it as a scavenger slime. So they're intuitive engineers. They can repair the equipment on their bodies and use it, even though slimes and oozes are typically mindless. And that they build this sort of a shell around them. So you would guess that they have damage resistance against physical attacks.
Well, that's one very clever ooze. Doing the one thing that I can't do, fix things.
You also know that, because that was a really good roll. So, of course, it's an ooze. It has ooze immunities. It's like moon immunity to emotional effects and maybe critical hits. I might need to look that up. But you also know that this is the extra special thing. With the technology that it takes in, it also gains various other resistances. And based on the coloration, you would assume this thing is resistant to fire.
Okay, so orange, fire, that kind of makes sense. I can see this. Okay, so that thing.
If it's like inherently hostile.
Oozes are
Well, it
immune
seems to
to
be.
critical hits, paralysis, poison, polymorph, sleep, and stun. They're
Wow.
immune to gaze abilities, illusions, visual effects, and other attacks that rely on sight. And oozes are unflankable.
Hello?
Hello.
Why are they built like that?
Guys, maybe we don't
I
need
mean-
to talk to the use. I'm not sure.
Yeah,
It's really imperative.
let's try and find a way around. Let's just let that ooze be. It seems to be enjoying the snack we sent down.
Bon appetit.
Bone apple teeth. How far down is that again?
60 feet.
60 feet.
Okay,
Is
thank
this
fuck.
is this wall that goes around the edge? Is it metallic?
Yes, we are in a nanocarbon silo.
Ooh, I think Alistair just picks his mag boot up and just tries to attach it to the wall.
There you go.
Hey, nice.
Oh my god.
Oh god.
In the
Okay.
meantime,
Level 6, baby!
Yeah.
that's crazy.
See if you can
I
get to that
will,
panel there, Alistair.
Mhm. Just
Oh,
like
okay.
very.
Do
I
we not
mean,
want me to fly across? it?
Christmas is probably safer. I don't think Alistair would do very good walking horizontally.
Why are you
But
on the
would it-
wall then?
And I was just seeing if it would stick.
Okay, all right.
And-
Christmas
But
sounds like
would
you're up.
would I do good at that console?
Yeah, I was about
I mean,
to say,
if
Chris,
you can-
go and hack that console.
Yeah. Oh, if it's a hacking
Hang on,
job, then
But you have,
Alistair,
but we
that's
have
your job.
communication devices. Alistair
but
could
you have
walk you
to-
through it.
No, you have to.
I
You have to
guess.
touching it.
Can Chris
guess.
take Alistair across?
You're with your boots, you should very easily
Should be able to-
be
okay,
able to walk
That's fine.
across.
I think Alistair, yeah, will just kind of go, okay, just ignore the fact that that gravity is going in the
Don't
other
worry,
direction.
Alistair. If you fall, Chris will catch you.
It's a big. It's important to note too that the platform on that other side is like 3 inches, so
Okay.
anyone like standing there is gonna have to like balance.
Mm.
Whereas with your
Okay.
boots, you're probably okay.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
can max the whole thing.
It's probably better that you went over there because I would just try to fucking bring that bitch open.
You keep going. I'll keep trying diplomacy.
No, but
It's
we really
nice
don't need
to
to talk to her.
meet you.
No, Chris, honestly, I think it's fine.
Wow.
Okay. Well, while they're
Greylance and-
talking, Alice is going to go across.
Just reference Greylance and Puka. You can attempt to climb around the interior with an athletics check.
Greylance actually has that jetpack that we got hold of.
Mm.
So depending on how it goes, he can jump into whatever. But for now, I'll keep an eye out, make sure everything's okay. Alice just got our,
Puka
well, it's
has
our best
me,
chance.
her mom. So
There we go.
Hug.
So we, let's say Alistair and Krizuth head over there. Just as,
we
Yeah.
do?
oh, Krizuth, if you want to fly over, for you it's the easiest.
Well, I was
Yeah, you can hover.
thinking maybe we wait until he's hacked the console and then we fly across very quickly.
All right,
into
Krizuth
the
allows
door.
Alistair to walk over there, vulnerable
Yes.
and alone.
Yeah.
Yes, very much so.
Yeah,
And
as this is normal,
Uh,
right? This always happens in horror movies.
You can do it,
It's fine.
Alistair. We all believe in you, mate.
Alistair, make a perception check as you examine the console.
My perception is not brilliant. Ooh, 11.
Okay.
Mm.
Go ahead and do your computers check if you want to hack and gain.
Okay,
insight.
here we go. Computers.
Can I have resignation to like get to Alistair if anything happens, if he falls, whatever?
Sure.
That is a 36 on computers.
36.
Hey,
Mm.
what does it look like as you successfully hack this computer terminal?
I think Alice is sort of like he's still looking at it horizontally because he's still attached to the wall for safety. Just like, is that key? Is that key? And just like randomly, kind of like it looks like it's being random, but there's actually logic to it. And he's like, oh, okay, this is actually quite clever. The people who made this are actually really, really intelligent, but not why. I mean, they did leave a little cipher here. And
Is he talking? Fred's looking around. Is he talking to us or just talking?
Yeah.
To us? I can't tell.
He's talking.
He's mumbling
Yeah.
a lot. I can't.
How come
really
he gets to
remember.
try to talk to the ooze and I don't?
He's talking to himself, Puka. I don't know if he's talking to any of us.
I'm gonna try the ooze again.
To the ooze?
I think that sounds racist, Puka. I'm not sure about that one.
Alistair,
I didn't
your
see that. That's so
as your hacking kit activates the computer terminal, 5 large sentry gun turrets like emerge out of the
bloody hell.
walls of this silo, sort of like come out, like activate, and then like go down into standby mode.
There we go.
Yes.
Oh.
That would have been a very fun trap.
That would have been very fun. Absolutely.
Yeah.
It would have been me flying across and then all of a sudden bullet hell.
Oh yeah, I mean, no one would be able to avoid these. Well, I mean, you might be able, but everyone's targeted basically when these go off.
Exactly.
Cool. That's fair.
And the doors open. You've got your light, so you can see.
Are the doors in? Is this the doors?
Yes.
Oh, that's fair.
Yes.
Right, we have to get across anyway then.
Yes.
Yes.
All right.
So, Alistair, you can see into a small hallway with stairs that go down left or up right. Up to the right, you can see water like pouring out and like trickling down the steps.
Looks like they have a plumbing problem over here.
Oh, Esther, hold on a second. We're coming over. Don't do anything silly. All right, Krista, can you carry Puka?
I already have her in my arms.
Of course you can. Excellent. Right, follow my lead then. I'm going to jump off and use my jetpack to fly over there.
I think Alice is going to go forwards to kind of like make sure there's room for them to actually land.
Sure. Yeah, so you can move yourselves over on the map. Because it's each square is 10 foot, those of you who are smaller than 10 feet, you can place yourselves in separate corners of a square by holding Alt and moving your token.
Oh, nice.
Interesting.
Yeah, so Grey Lance like lands and does like a dodge roll and then just
Yeah, because you all can share spots.
Yeah, we can share spaces, whereas Chris
Chris
can't.
Yeah, I'm like, am I gonna make it in this doorway? Of course I am.
Yeah, the ceilings are 20
they're all
feet
10
high,
foot,
so
yeah.
you're more than comfortable.
You got to remember,
we
they
all
built
seem
this.
small in this place. You're the one that seems like normal size.
True. I
That
think
is so interesting.
I think for Puka especially, this
Tiny.
would feel. It might feel a little like intimidating.
Imposing, yeah.
Imposing. That's the word. Thank you.
That's how the whole universe feels. I'm used to it.
Yeah, she hangs around the two of us long
Of
enough. I
course.
think she's fine.
There you go. If
Um,
you want
also-
it to feel less imposing, I have arms free. I can carry you.
Chris,
You can see that
can
each
put
of
her
these-
down at any point.
You can see that each of these stairs terminate at double doors, although the ones to the north are open, and you can hear like as like this the wind sort of moves in air. The doors sort of like hinge on neglected hinges. They swing audibly on neglected hinges. Then there's a massive metal storage locker at the end of this hallway, as well as debris and trash scattering everywhere.
So we either have just a plumbing situation or alien outbreak.
Oh, when these doors open, I need everybody to make fortitude saves versus
What the
radiation.
hell, man?
Your
Versus
Oh,
what?
now I remember
Oh, no.
what
Your-
a certain message was a while ago.
I warned
what?
you. Versus a radiation effect. So this is not true radiation. It's a special magical effect that might be happening. Your armors do give you +4 bonus versus this. So fortitude
God.
+4.
I also have another new set of dice. They're covered in blood.
How many new dice do you have?
I just got 2
It's Christmas.
sets, okay? I just got 2 sets. This was actually my Secret Santa gift that we did in January because of scheduling issues.
25 for Puka.
Puka passes.
25 for Alistair. as
Alistair
well.
passes.
Just real quick, the Hell Knight armor does give me immunity to low to medium level radiation.
This is a high level radiation.
Bummer.
Oh.
But you get the +4 bonus.
With a 14, I don't think it matters.
14 is a fail.
Yep.
Chrisith?
So, with the +4, I have 30.
30.
Dang.
Yeah.
Okay.
30 up in that bitch.
Graylance.
Sorry, I do also have a level 9 +6 circumstance bonus to save versus radiation exposure. Does that count, or is it because it's magical?
Level how much?
I've got +6 circumstance bonus to save versus radiation exposure, but not to cure sickness.
Okay, +6. That's even better than +4. So it won't. Those two won't stack. That'll be +2.
We don't stick. Well, I'll take the 6 either way, so 16.
16. DC
I'm
17.
I'm
So
sorry. I'm
close.
sorry. That's all I can do.
It was so close.
Yeah,
So close.
So,
that's cool.
Graylance. It says to roll randomly. I'm gonna give you the option to either pick one from one of the three options, or to roll randomly to see which one it is.
All right, hit me.
But we see Graylance's form begin to degenerate,
Ugh.
evolve backwards. Maybe is the better term. So you are at the first level of devolution radiation. Reverted.
Degeneration.
So you choose what creature type you're becoming. You can be avian, bird-like, batrachian, amphibian-like, or simian, ape-like. Or then you can roll a 1d3 to pick one of these.
Oh, huh. I'm gonna roll 1d3. I don't know what
Okay,
would be, so
1
I'm
is
gonna roll
avian, 2 is batrachian, 3 is simian.
1d3. Let's go. Let's go with a. Why didn't it come up?
3,
No,
you
I
gotta
got
say.
3.
Okay, simian. You sprout thick hair across your body.
Well,
Damn
thicker
it.
hair.
Was
Even
that
thicker
fur?
hair.
Did you say fur?
Hair.
Ah, dang.
You take a -2 penalty to intelligence, wisdom, and charisma-based checks. So in the Starfinder Hero Lab sheet, you can go to the bottom right and add a condition to do -2 penalty to those 3.
Yeah.
But you gain a +4 circumstance bonus on athletic checks made to climb.
Okay. Right. I think so. I'm gonna find out my sheet real quick for the thingy. I'll just make a note real quick. So it's a -2 to what?
All intelligence, wisdom, and charisma-based checks.
Okay, cool. Ugh, nasty.
That is very nasty.
That hurts. Avenge me.
There
And then
are
+4 in something else in
In climbing.
climbing.
Yeah.
Wait,
Interesting.
As if you're not gonna climb all over the place right here, right? 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 Right?
Okay. Okay.
All right. Okay.
You lose
All right. Okay.
7 hit points as this
Oh,
radiation
what?
hits you.
Ah!
It goes straight to hit points, not stamina.
Oh, man.
Don't forget to make sure your roll 21s have the right value as well.
Now that we've
Because
leveled.
now we've leveled up. I just realized it.
Okay. So, Graylance, what do we
There's more?
see as this energy hits you? Please describe it for us.
I should go to this -2. There you go. Oh, geez. Graylance, like it hits him and his fur grows his hair, okay. His hair grows shaggier and longer. His horns grow longer as well. And he's already got like kind of a bit of a brow on him. But it doesn't get more so. He's takes on kind of almost like a gorilla-esque upper body, I guess.
Although, I did just have an idea. If you get a bonus to climbing checks and you're a hooved person, I wonder if you become like one of those big shaggy mountain goats.
That's not. Yeah, I guess that's not simian. Though.
Yeah.
I can just be a goat. I'm a goat now.
Because
Yeah, cool. I devolve. Yeah.
You said the horns get bigger, and I'm like, oh, wait. Because then you
Yeah,
can like
okay.
stand on those rocks like sideways.
Absolutely.
Anyway,
So, chat. You guys
sorry.
know those goats that can like stand on tiny little like cliff sides and stuff. Yeah, he devolves to look a bit
If
like
we
that.
s-
The horns get bigger.
If we scream, do
Uh,
you faint?
Oh, that's a I'm still well hard. It's all right.
Okay, so there's that.
Yeah. Oh.
What happened?
That's-
Your face looks scrunched. Unscrunch your face. Stop it.
Can I roll to see if I can tell what's happened to me? Or can
Uh,
anybody else roll? Because I don't think I'm gonna make it. with my-
mysticism or medicine for anyone who's looking.
I'll have a look.
I'm glad that your friend divulged in front of you. Everyone's like,
That's
Hey,
fine.
hey, you okay?
I'll check you out.
You feeling all right, bro?
he's probably gonna walk it off.
27 medicine.
Because you definitely feel. Okay, the pain that he felt is very reminiscent of radiation poison, or of maybe, I don't know how you recognize that, but you just do. Your exocortex little analyzes it in your eye. It's you, but your newly awakened magical sensors are saying something is different here. This isn't just, obviously it's not just a regular radiation.
No.
Something's forcing this change upon Grey Lance, and tried to force a change upon all of you. Who knows what it's coming from? There's no way to tell,
Yeah.
but you do recognize it as a type of radiation.
Did this wave come over us and pass, or is it like an ongoing thing?
It is constant.
Oh wow.
Yeah, radiation tends to emanate from one point and then just occupy that
Okay,
space.
so TLDR, we should move quickly.
TLDR, be very careful.
And keep an eye out for anything that could
And
see where
it
it's coming from.
oozes here.
Oh my god.
And
It's the quickest way.
I love, by the way, how Chrysis doesn't have any mysticism or medicine. So whenever this happens, she just goes, "What's happened to your physique, bro? Are you not lifting anymore, bro? What's going on, bro? That's crazy, bro."
Ooh. Okay, Apes Art says you can taste metal if you have radiation poisoning.
What?
Okay. You taste
Okay.
metal, Grey Lance.
Yeah.
Well,
You know,
I
actually, I
guess you
think
taste blood.
yeah, I think even like people will be like, this feels like radiation poisoning. Be careful, everybody.
Okay, we go. Quick.
Fast.
yes, let's go.
We can get to a healer.
Anything
the better.
react after Puka yelled?
No.
We're
Good. Thank God.
Okay.
You know, I've already been hit with it. I'll take point.
Storage locker in front of you. Stairs left or stairs right towards the water.
I'd like to take a look at the
Storage locker
locker.
first.
Has to be the locker.
Split the
You
party.
put a cupboard.
Yeah,
you
we're
put
right-
a
we're
cupboard
right
in front
here.
of us.
Split the party? I heard split the party.
Absolutely not.
Oh my God.
Okay,
If I see
okay.
Puka going off in a different direction, I will grab her.
Yeah.
We'll start with the storage locker. One of you opens it, and it contains several brightly colored geometric containers. Tupperware? That's what that sounds like to me.
Yep.
Many containing what appear to be large toys made of silvery plastic. Would anyone like to roll a culture check?
Cute. Puka.
No.
Yeah. Well, I've got like minuses. I might as well.
I'll roll that. It's
Fun.
like fun.
Culture? I'm uncultured, my bad. My bad.
Same here. Alice does not have
23,
to
23. Hey, I'm rolling.
23.
Take the 23.
You reckon, because you spent a lot of time in your brief time with these Zalgoons on their planet. I think Puka was the most fascinated and observant of what they were doing and how they were living. You instantly, we flash back to some child Izalgoons being given one of these silvery toys, and you recognize it based on your studies, and maybe you've been interacting with them a little bit, that these are typical gifts given to expectant Izalgoon mothers to give to their children.
Oh, that's so cute. Yoink, yoink, yoink. They're all in Puka's bag.
These are now rare antiques.
Yoink, yoink, yoink.
Aren't they
That
also
kind of makes-
irradiated rare antiques?
Well, that's a problem for future Puka.
Okay.
Exactly. They're in Tupperware.
The Tupperware is
Oh
protected.
yeah, that radiation-proof Tupperware we all.
Exactly. Yes. Uh-huh.
Put this over your head later.
There you go. Put the Tupperware right on your head.
But when you say they're ancient antiques, they look ancient.
No, I didn't say ancient. They're antiques.
Antique. Do they look old, weathered? How long
like-
have they been here?
Just from
antique
your
pop figures.
understanding that they haven't had contact with the caretakers at the repository in decades. You can't tell when these came here, but you would assume that these are close to 100 years old.
Oh.
If let's say 70 between 100 to 70 to 100 years.
Someone had maybe, hopefully, happy time here.
He's new in the box.
Maybe.
Yeah, but this
Moving.
wasn't this dangerous place. It wasn't always like this. There were people who were living lives, looking forward to futures here.
Unfortunate for them, I reckon. Let's press on.
And we're here to protect their future, so yeah.
North or south?
Check out the water first, methinks.
If I was going to bet money on which way radiation was coming from, I would probably say follow the water.
Yeah.
Okay.
As an educated guess.
You open the door and come out into a room. A partially flooded room. A steady stream of brackish water washes out from under a door along the area's eastern wall. Hold on, adjusting the map so that people can see what I'm describing. Well, yeah, if you look at the screen, you'll be able to see
Yeah,
secret
yeah,
stuff,
yeah.
but whatever.
Ooh, some rocks maybe.
It looks those are actually ruined linens lay scattered about, almost like a huge nest-like structure on the western half of the room.
Mm.
Don't like
Shattered
that.
furniture, shredded mattresses, and several torn throw pillows.
Don't like that. Can I sniff the water?
Um,
And-
the water is sort of muddy, and the room smells of mildew.
Hmm.
Damp.
Gross.
Someone needs to open the window.
Moist.
Ugh.
Moist.
Don't you
Can I
dare.
investigate the this nest structure?
Make
See if
a
there's something recently.
Yes, you don't even need to roll a perception check. You see large pieces of shed skin with like a silvery hue in the nest. And then what's separate from that, you can tell just from looking that it's a separate piece. Rotting feathers sort of scattered about.
Interesting.
Isalgans aren't feathered people.
And they're also not shedding skin people. I don't think.
Who wants to roll life science?
Oh God.
Is this a rare creature?
I'll try. I'm getting dumb by the minute. I'll try.
Yes, Puka.
I have a thing that lets me get a -5 to that DC, I think.
Ooh.
Okay.
Let me double check that.
Ooh.
Xenoseeker.
24, but -4.
Yes. Yeah, -5 DC for rare creatures.
Okay.
Let's
Ooh.
try
Calculating.
that.
That's intelligence. I got -4. I got 20 on mine.
17.
Both of you passed.
Ooh.
Only Puka because of your Xenoseeker skills.
Like Puka is that person who reads a wiki entry and like, oh, clicks a link. Oh, clicks a link. Oh, clicks a link, and the day is gone.
The Google deep
watches
dive.
so many
There you
documentaries.
go. Love that.
You both identify the shed skin looks like it may have belonged to a frog or a toad. A large one. And the
Attracts.
decomposing feathers are similar in nature of that to a swan.
This feels like it's been here a while. The feathers decomposing. The skin is
Yes.
also. Oh, all right.
I think
Ribbit, ribbit,
We
out
don't
loud.
have to talk to everybody who
And-
might try to kill us
Maybe
in
they-
here.
But maybe they're friends.
I look at Puka. I go, now do the swan song.
Honk, honk, honk.
Ah, ah.
We've
Oh,
got
Um,
those-
really good. You should do it, Kristen.
We should keep on our toes.
Chris just looks kind of embarrassed. Ah,
I
ah.
Ugh.
I think while they're all swan songing, I think Alice is going to go to the door at the other side and start having a look at the door. Because obviously the water's still coming from under this door as well.
The door is easily able to be
Mhm.
opened. Would you like to open it?
On the proviso that Alice doesn't pull his pistol out first.
Okay.
Paranoia is kicking in.
You open
Forget
it.
to hydrate.
Hydrate everyone. Thank you, apes.
Oh, someone left the bath on. You're kidding me.
Someone left the bathtub. It is overflowing with muddy water dribbling from the tap.
It's a bathtub.
I
It is.
Oh,
Remember,
hate,
each square is 10 feet, so that's a big bathtub.
I hate that.
Mm.
big old bath.
I hate that.
You hate that someone left the bath on?
Does someone want to turn
Well,
off the water?
exactly what I was thinking.
It-
No, I know this horror movie scene where you turn off the bath.
Okay, no,
and
it's
somebody
fine.
comes grab it
Fine.
out.
If no one's gonna do it, I suppose I'll have to be me then again, won't it?
No,
Chris
I'll
is
be.
doing it. So.
I'll be the big person. See, that was out of character, but Chris was turned the water
But
off.
you are
She
the
is
biggest person here.
exactly. She is
It-
the big person.
It would
And
also
she
make sense
would.
since you can just lean over. I'd have to actually physically climb into the thing probably to get to the tap.
Exactly. So
So-
I'll walk into the bathroom
Okay.
and I'll go up to the bath and I'll lean over the edge and I'll turn the water off.
As you turn the water off, the water begins to drain out of the tub. And much like a Resident Evil game,
Of course.
there is a corpse of an Izalgoon skeleton. You've turned off the tap. The submerged Izalgoon skeleton is also wearing like a strange visor. With like... what's the word? Like it's like a diamond screen. So it's like shiny, but also like swirly.
It's like iridescent.
That's the word. Thank you. Thank you.
Yes,
There we
there you go.
See, I knew I was
Iridescent.
describing it right.
Yes. Just needed the word. I got you.
An iridescent visor on this Izalgoon skeleton.
If I look at it like this, does it look like digital or is it just like Lady Gaga? Like
We
a
found
cool
Lady
sunglasses.
Gaga.
We found Izalgoon Lady Gaga.
It looks like it does something. Yes,
Okay.
but without
Yeah, so-
engineering or mysticism.
Hold, please. Hold, please. Engineering? Absolutely not. And no mysticism. I have nothing of anything.
Life science
I
or
do-
medicine?
Nope. Absolutely not.
All right.
Just call us in.
But you
Yeah,
can see that the
well-
visor does have buttons on the side, so it definitely looks like
Oh.
it does something.
It is Lady
What you
Gaga.
find?
Well, you guys heard me go, oh, and then
Yeah.
what did you find? Chrysis goes, well, I found an Izalgoon skeleton and then I reach in and kind of like with one clawed finger, I kind of like
pull it out.
scoop it up.
Oh God! Oh, the head.
No, not the skeleton. No, this visor. I meant.
Attached to
Just
the
the visor.
the skull, Chris.
What is that?
Just the visor. Is the visor attached to the skull? I hope not.
You can remove it. It's not attached. to it.
Good. Thank God. I can shake off the skeleton. Get off.
the skull out of it.
You know.
This is ours now.
Yeah, and so I hold it up and what is that? I don't know. Maybe one of you can look at it. And I walk closer and I hold it out.
Yeah, and then give me a look in. What did you say you wanted, Chris? Chris?
Engineering or mysticism?
God, these minuses are gonna kick my ass. I'll do mysticism. Oh wait, no, it's wisdom. Ah, God damn it!
Nope. I will say, with Alistair's skills and his newly awakened magic, it's pretty easy for him to take a look at it.
It's cool because I got a 9.
Alistair, I'm going to go ahead and give this to you. This is
Yep.
on first glance, it looks like a simple X-ray visor,
Okay.
which is an item I think that you can buy in Starfinder. X-ray visor. Yeah, it's a X-ray visor scanner. However, you can easily tell that this has also been updated to function as the buttons allow it to function as a motion detector.
Oh.
Then the iridescence sparkles, and with your mysticism, your training, you recognize that it also functions not only as an X-ray visor, not only as a motion detector, but as aura goggles.
So
Okay.
it senses someone's aura?
But kind of. What it really does is
Mm.
it gives you a +4 circumstance bonus to saves against things that target vision.
Oh.
Interesting.
It
Okay.
also allows you to cast Arcane Sight once per day.
Mm.
At
there
caster
goes
level 8.
Yeah, there goes your dark vision problem.
Not only
Yeah.
it being a motion sensor, X-ray vision, and aura sensor, it is also fashionable.
Yeah.
It is also looking like Lady Gaga.
This is now the
Wow.
most fashionable thing Alistair owns.
While
There
the
you
party
go.
members are talking about the visor, even though it's not
Mhm.
Puka's forte, she'd be curious to see if it's the skeleton. Are the bones broken? Like, is there some sort of trauma that caused this death? Because it's been here. Well, we see a skeleton, we don't see a body.
Mhm. Make a medicine check.
I'm not good at those, but you know what? It's fun. Try sometimes.
The crack in the skull's from me, sorry. My bad.
This goes over there. Just
Um,
do it over.
I think once I'm like done with the goggles,
11.
I'll give the aid action to Puka,
Okay.
and I'll use my apt mentor to auto succeed.
Okay. So that puts Puka at 13,
Mm-hmm.
which is not enough to determine cause of death.
Mm.
But, Puka, you've spent a lot of time studying Izalgan lore.
Yeah. And she's being a bit like reverent with the remains a bit. Just like being like,
You realize as you're kind of looking at it, these bones are unusually porous for creatures of the Zalgoon stature. And you also recognize that they are almost completely hollow.
Hmm.
Kind of like a bird.
radiation. Oh. Sorry, Zalgun person. Hope you're in a better place now. And we're here to make sure that the past stays in the past and the future will be bright for your people, okay? Okay, so nothing golden in here. Next room, right?
Yes, south.
Okay.
Okay.
With these very weird visors now.
We head south. Keep in mind everything is dark, so we've got these like lights that are lighting us up. Gray Lance is throwing down glow sticks, giving a nice rave atmosphere.
Yeah, we're having a rave.
Well, I see it kind of more as like excavation team.
Yeah.
You
Yeah,
know?
that's what it is. But the rave glow sticks are pretty fun. as well.
Sure. All right.
Yeah, no,
Oh,
Grey
God.
Lance is like holding one up, cracking it, and then just tossing them down.
The door opens to the room to the south, showing on the map. There we go. This is a veritable junkyard. However, amidst the layer of this is like basically Hoarder 101. But on the east side of the wall, you can see what looks like a large computer mainframe. Its guts exposed and several of its components spread throughout the room. There's also a hallway opposite that on the western side that is collapsed. Can't get through that. Chunks of concrete
you
adding
sure?
to the debris.
Are you sure I
Then
can
there are
get through
double
them?
doors, of course, the wall you came through, and then the southern exit, which is partially concealed behind piles of trash.
This looks like shit.
Looks like
I
something's
reckon
going
you
on.
can have a wall of that.
oozes in here.
Nuclear, honestly.
Tell you what.
There wouldn't be
what.
room for nuclear.
I think Alice is gonna like take off the visor and kind of like put it on Puka for a minute and go, you just lose the X-ray vision and look around and I'll go look at the computer.
Ooh. Do I see through people's clothing?
And
Hey, hey, hey.
Well, hey, Puka, whoa.
Oh.
Look at the room.
That's as far as my neck goes up, though.
Oh my God.
It is blocked by
just
materials
pretty dark
1/5
around.
as dense. So it is blocked by an inch of lead or any star metal, 2 inches of common metal, which you would assume the walls are probably more than 2 inches.
Yeah.
I mean, I think you can, yes, see through our clothes, but also see through our bodies into our skeletons. I think that's what X-ray vision is.
But you don't see anything hiding in here. So you can
Noted.
you can see
There's
through
nothing
all of
hiding in
the
our clothes.
junk. There are no creatures in here. Nothing to be, nothing in this room
Okay.
besides what you can perceive.
Yeah. In that case, I think Alice is going to investigate this gutted out mainframe.
Hack into it. Hack into the mainframe. Come on, do it. Say it.
I don't think I can hack the mainframe if it's gutted. I have a suspicion we're missing something.
Say it so you can go, I'm in.
We'll
So,
get a computer
firstly,
second thought.
Alistair, you were able to put enough power in the console outside to power the door, but it's dark. The mainframe isn't operational. So you can either try an engineering check. No, so you do need to try an engineering check, and you're gonna need like an hour of work to get this up and running to restore power to the system, to the facility.
I may have a thing that may allow me to speed that up a little bit.
Interesting.
In the event of me inevitably thinking I've run out of ammo, I bought a mobile recharging battery pack that maybe I could wire into the mainframe to act as a battery.
So this recharging station.
Yeah, have a look. It was
No.
one of my mechanic tricks that I could pick up.
A portable charging station.
That's it, portable charging station.
Spend
Charges
10
the
minutes
battery
in
to full.
contact with a battery and restore its charges to full.
What? You can buy that?
It's a mechanic trick.
Mm.
I think. Well, because the batteries that this was referring to are batteries.
Okay, I mean,
for...
if it's a mass, I mean, it's traditionally supposed to be things like jetpacks and ammo. I'm trying to be a bit shenanigans here.
Yeah,
and apply it
you're
to a
trying
mainframe.
to power like ancient tech.
If you can roll the engineering check, I'm going to add 5 to the DC.
Okay, I'll roll the engineering.
You will be able to use up all of your uses of this portable, so all of it, and then get 10 minutes of computer time. You only get 10 minutes of screen time.
20. That's
God.
a 20 on the die
Oh.
for 36 engineering.
Okay, so it takes about 10 minutes for you to even just get this up and running. But you were able to power the mainframe without powering the rest of the facility. Interesting. Very cool. So we can see like this room starts to glow with these huge screens, essentially. You do have access to the complex's lighting, temperature controls, and magnetically secured doors. But because power hasn't been restored to the facility, you can't actively do anything.
Change them.
But it displays 2 secure data files, each behind separate firewalls. One is labeled Ralvine, and the other is labeled Prima.
Okay. Can we get these firewalls down?
Firstly, as you're looking, you can anyone attempting to hack the mainframe, which is you realize the system usually requires a scan of genetic material to access it, but the scanner is currently missing.
Puka, with those X-ray goggles, can you say anything that looks like a scanner, like a hand scanner or some sort of genetic scanner?
You said words that I'm not particularly interested in.
Okay, I asked.
So, Chris, when you say missing, you mean like it's a physical object, a part of the machine that's missing?
Yeah, like hardware that because you can tell
Yeah.
that part of this machine was gutted.
Yeah. So I'm gonna come over.
What do we need here?
Perception.
Looks like
if you're looking
what we
for it.
need more so is there's actually a part that's been pulled out of this.
Well,
There's
there's
a lot
lots of
junk around
parts
there,
here.
though. Let's have a look for this junk part.
Yeah.
Who could take a
Let's
+4
That's
with your
what I'm
X-ray
thinking.
visors?
Woo! Perception? What am I doing? What am I rolling?
Perceptione.
All right.
That was
Can I,
Everybody
can I
dig.
help with that? Yeah. Can we perceptione as well?
Mm-hmm.
Lovely. I would love to perception.
Low roll. 17
So
total.
get in there and dig with the rest of us. Come on. It feels weirdly therapeutic.
I mean, that's 10 for Alistair.
I have a
Yeah.
22.
22.
Oh, I keep forgetting I've got minuses on this. 23 though.
23. Anyone higher than 23? Anyone higher than 23?
I mean, 23.
Alice has got his eyes just like half looking, half on the mainframe, in case it does something.
Greylance, you find it. Hand it to Alistair. Alistair, I need another engineering check to remount this scanner.
Not about hand. It's more like I probably just throw it at him. Just, catch.
Ooh.
Is this
Very
something?
heavy. 24.
Perfect. So, if you can scan a sample of Izalgoon DNA, you'll get a +5 bonus on computer checks while hacking these firewalls.
Oh.
DNA.
I mean, I wonder if we can get some DNA off that skeleton.
Yeah, just ask
that
one
was-
to grab it if you're doing it.
I mean,
Yeah.
there's DNA in the bones, right? No?
Yeah, catch. I throw the skull at him.
I'm glad you all are very sure of that. Because I'm like, are there? Is there DNA in bones?
Yeah, in bones. Of course there is.
Yeah.
Sure.
In this
I can get
space
some.
universe, they found a way to extract some sort of identifying material from bones.
Yeah,
Okay.
sure, bones.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It's fucking space. Who cares?
Puka, by the way, is bored with the technobabble and is sneaking around the corner. Just FYI, continue.
What, trying to get into that rubble bit?
La 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 la.
Puka, I will keep in mind that you are looking around,
Mhm.
walking along the walls.
Mhm.
I will go get a bone.
Okay.
I will
dug
go
in- I've
fetch
been in
a
the skull
bone.
already.
Yeah.
Oh.
Chris is
I have the
fine. You
skull.
don't have to.
Well, you
Are you
have
devolving
the
as well?
skull?
What? Yeah, you threw it out of the room. I got it.
Why would you?
It's a big skull.
It is
All
a
right,
very
let's
big
bring it
skull. It's
over.
like, yeah, I think I'm trying to see if I can use the skull and see if the genetic scanner will accept it.
Yes. So I'm going to need... Which one are you hacking first? Ralvine or Prima?
Prima first. Got to be the prima donna.
And you got a
Gotta be the first
+5.
one.
God.
+5 to this.
Oof.
Computing
Well, you got
engineering.
bubbles.
No, I have to listen to that. I got
Computer.
it.
Computer.
Computing.
Okay.
Oh, this has got some heavy
I
stuff in
just
here.
want to check because I think I can lower the DC of some computer checks.
You, with your rolls, you probably don't need to. You're good.
No, I just want you know when you got like paranoia, you think it's going to be. No, there's only physical science I can do that in. So that's unlucky 13 on the dice, but I add 17 to it, so that's 30 plus the circumstance bonus 35.
Okay, you avoided a wipe countermeasure. If you had failed twice, the countermeasure would have begun erasing the data.
I mean, this makes sense. These people are extremely advanced. These computers are going to be extremely well defended.
A
And
log
just to help.
appears.
Mm.
It's several personal video logs of an Izalgoon named Prima. Initially, she appears as a stern and commanding female Izalgoon with a silver coloration, void of any dappling or marbling. Okay.
Okay.
She wears fashionable clothing, and she's obviously pregnant. Her logs detail major decisions and mark her as the facility's chief caretaker. Her second to last entry details the arrival of the Golden Obelisk artifact, which she finds particularly exciting. And then
And,
there...
Exciting in a positive way?
Yes, she's very excited about it.
Interesting.
Yeah, very interesting.
You get the sense that she's happy to live here and investigate the relics of her people's past and unlock. She talks about unlocking the clues and the pieces of the puzzle of their history, and being able to one day, provide a variable tapestry of knowledge for her people.
Counter to what most Zalgoon wants.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm.
However, in the final video, you see Prima looking different, constantly scratching and a mucus-like sheen over her skin, particularly in between her fingers. She seems distressed, and her speech is garbled as if her tongue might be swollen.
Almost as if they're regressing.
Yeah, I
To
think as
those
she's
who
scratching out,
discover
he's
this
like,
log,
go on.
I'm showing a picture.
Let's
It's
go.
playing now.
Oh,
Ooh, this is really big. There we go. You see her. Know that I am guilty of murder, and I would do it again.
oh.
My children live, and I plan to bring them to term. As for Ralvine's odious yellow cure, know that I threw it into the trash compactor and had it destroyed. No cure should come at the destruction of life. I embrace my change, and I realize that soon I shall be incapable of the thought required to run this facility and continue communications on this log. This is my last entry. I make my descent below to prepare for birth. I shall alter the environment to suit my metamorphosis. If you discover this, turn back now and leave us alone. I have murdered before to protect my babies, and I will not hesitate to do it again.
Oh, Puka's not there.
I think watching this, like, Graham's been scratching as well until they notice and they're like, it's not good.
Okay.
Chris, just like me, is stunned at this revelation. What? That's...
Okay, I'm only spitballing, haven't had time to compact it all together, but quick theory, this radiation is being used to sustain her babies, and that is the alteration to the environment. So whatever this is, it's deliberate. This wasn't an accident that caused this. But there's a yellow cure, Relvine. There's a Relvine file here.
Yeah, bring that one up. I think we could really use that cure right now, actually.
Make a hacking check.
Let's have a
You
look.
really just I don't know. We can use it.
Just really use a cure.
Just
This was
really-
weird at first, but now I'm really worried, actually.
15, 17, 32, 37.
Okay. As you're hacking the second file, Puka, can you give me a perception check because you're moving along the walls?
And
What
I
am
get
doing?
I get the +4 because of the goggles.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah.
What doing?
Something exciting. Not sciencing. 29.
Oh, you didn't even need that.
I rolled a nat 20.
As you
That's
come,
right.
Nice.
Wow.
so you
Nice.
start. I'm gonna say just move you along to like the southern side of the walls as you're kind of moving
Thank you.
around, if that's okay.
That's okay.
You spot right here in the southern wall a secret door.
Engage.
Secret tunnel.
As Alistair is hacking, sorry, moving, revealing,
It's all right.
revealing. The door opens to a room filled with robots. These robots are powered down. Alistair didn't provide power to the full facility.
Thank
And
God.
so you can see these
Ew.
large-sized robots with 4 arms and treads instead of legs.
Wait,
Treaded-
what?
Like so,
Oh,
like
the
these
thing from
Algoon
Gundam.
robots,
Tank tracks.
but instead of legs,
Oh.
they have pig treads. Exactly.
Smart.
I hate that. I hate it.
Why?
I hate the idea of that. That makes me uncomfortable.
You see
Tank
6
treads?
serpentine cables slithering forth. I love the alliteration on that.
Okay.
Wow.
And there's like that big statue in the middle, and then there are these 6 platforms where there are robots like being charged. Just from your looking at them, you can tell only 3 of them are in any sort of working condition or still connected to the system. And you immediately, with your experience, recognize that like these robots have some good equipment on them.
These are sentries sort of thing.
Yes, guardians.
3 are in working condition. The whole room is powered down.
Hmm.
Puka gonna puka.
Oh,
Okay.
God.
You're gonna tell us that they're gonna puka?
You all
Y-
see
y'all-
the doors open.
do we see it? Okay.
You're all at the console as well with your backs turned.
Yeah, I thought we had our backs to them.
This is true.
You don't.
Yeah.
You would see it if you were looking at it.
No, I'm
Yeah,
busy.
Chrysalis-
I just
yeah.
found I might die. I'm gonna look at this video.
Exactly. Chrysalis is kind of busy with some big revelation
Yeah.
of someone just doing a murder in a bathtub.
The giant statue in the middle doesn't resemble the historical bad statues that the Izalguns used to create. No? Okay, good. Man, it'd be nice to get some upgrades from these robots, is what Puka would be thinking. And if they're looking powered down, Puka's going to kind of skedaddle around. That's the closest one to the door. Yeah?
Without an engineering check, it would take about 10 minutes per robot to salvage stuff from them.
I don't know how long my friends are taking.
Okay, so we'll give you enough time to salvage from one of them.
Cool.
The polycarbonate plating functions as Vesk overplate 2. I'm guessing that's a heavy armor.
It's stuff. It's potentially credits.
Um,
I'm not
and-
being quiet about this.
And
Clang, clang.
you're also able to grab a Corona laser pistol
Ooh, I can use that.
and
what?
2
A
batteries.
what?
Noted.
Corona.
A what?
This was written before 2019,
Yes,
I assume.
yes. Okay, heading back to the console. 'Cause I think that's it in this room. Yes. The
I mean, if she's not being silent about it, then eventually Chrysalis will hear that and be like,
Shiny. As I hold up like this gear.
Puka, where did you get that?
From the death robots in this other room.
The
what?
The second log opens, Ralvine's log. Both of these are now in your journal, so you can read them.
Oh, nice.
Ralvine. Halloween.
Okay, there we go. Yeah, I see it.
This contains several personal video logs of the Izalgun Ralvine, who wears a thick ocular visor that looks very familiar.
Bailey.
Initially,
That's Lady
Ralvine
Gaga.
appears as a jovial, middle-aged male Izalgun with several patches of brown mottling intermixed amid his silvery flesh. The initial logs are exceedingly dull. That's why you weren't noticing what Puka was doing, because you're just like mesmerized by the boringness of these logs. But in the third to last entry, he explains the arrival of a curious golden artifact. In the next day's log, Ralvine plainly suffers some sort of ailment. His skin has strange, downy patches. In the last entry, dated many years ago, when 1 day before Prima's last entry, you can see Ralvine's skin is covered with feathers. He perches awkwardly on the back of his chair rather than sitting in it, and his eyes dart around nervously as he speaks. Relic number 001237 has infected Prima and me with a strange radiation sickness. I fear our unborn children may have suffered the brunt of this taint, and I am unsure I can reverse the radiation's change. It's affected their base genetic code. I found an antidote for this sickness, but there is a small risk of terminating Prima's pregnancy. Red light, yellow light, green light. If we're okay here, I'm gonna proceed slowly.
I'm okay. We're not getting into descriptions, so
Yep,
we can
green.
move forward.
Like,
We're okay. This is consensus.
Yellow light is fine. I'm good. Keep going.
Well, that's literally it. So just putting that there.
yes.
All right.
So the vaccine, this antidote, there's a small risk of pregnancy termination. While I have this vaccine at the ready, Prima has refused it. Since we detected our genetically altered code, she has grown, both in physical stature and in foul temperament. She has turned violent on several occasions, but I forgive her. I know it is the sickness and not her. I plan to inject her tonight while she sleeps, as I cannot risk our sickness becoming worse. If we lose our unborn children, I will beg for forgiveness.
Okay.
So
This
sad.
That's
It-
not
it-
good.
I think Alice is gonna look at Grey Lance and be like, "Oh shit. Okay, new plan. Let's forget about the artifact for a moment and let's chase down the trash compactor. If there's a vaccine, we're probably gonna need it if we're gonna go deeper into the facility."
Yeah, I'm definitely on point with the vaccine. Wait, hold on a second. Poogle, what did you say? Death robots?
Yeah.
Right. Let's close this door real quiet, like.
But now I have the things that cause the death, and it does not.
One of them. There's still two more.
Oh, so I should go back and get the rest.
No, absolutely not.
No, look, can we? Is there any way to like manually? Wait. So real quick, these things are on but charging.
No.
They're plugged in, but there's no current going through the wire.
Okay, great. In that case,
I get the
Fucking hell.
I get the impression that if Alistair was to pull the full facility power switch, they would come on and come swarming out to kill us.
yeah. So let's unplug these guys first. They're not going to have any power.
Very matter of factly. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, unplug.
Yeah,
You're
let's
welcome. I
unplug these
found them,
guys.
so we can unplug them. Yeah.
Yeah, sounds good. Just in case we don't want any kill bots coming after us.
Unplug.
All right.
Are they unplugged?
Also, I'm willing to bet that
They're
those that nest we found and sorry, it's hard to think.
It's fine.
Nest, scales, feathers, more than likely the offspring.
Mate, I think that was, and I think at that point, Alice is like lean down and like take the visors back off Puka and like put them back on again. It's like, yeah, I have a feeling that I'm wearing Ralvin's visor.
Yeah, you've got a dead man's visor on. Didn't even wipe it or nothing.
No,
I reckon we can make some Ingress out here. Actually, English is too big a word for a guy who's got
it's
the mind of a goat coming onto him.
it's
So
okay.
Are we going down the trash compactor? Puka's already moving to the next
yeah, I reckon-
place we
yeah,
need to
Yeah,
go.
absolutely.
we need
the
to
sooner we
move.
can get to this tracker, the better.
Okay. Do a 6.
Did you mention that this rubble here was like impassable?
Yes.
Okay, cool.
Man.
Yeah, take a look at it, see it come again. throw it
There's
out, jump down.
there's no what's the word? Clearance area on top even. It's just completely
Yes.
shut.
Yes.
Bubbled in, yeah.
Yes.
No clearance.
Okay. There's no
We can't miss
Reminder-sized
explosives in the safe side, so it looks like it's a long way around.
So the door to the south, which is the most obvious place to go to next, is partially covered by trash. The junk that's all in here. It would take some time to clear the way.
Would it? With a person as big as me?
If we'd known that, I would have done it while Alice was looking at the computer.
It will take. Where is it? There it is. No? Where is it? I just saw it. This room has a lot of descriptive text. Aha!
It's fine.
Okay.
Take your time.
So FYI, the junk, of course, is difficult terrain. The junk piled in front of the magnetically sealed doors leading to the south. So not only are they covered, but they're magnetically sealed, so you would have to roll checks to like open it manually without the mainframe powering the facility. Will require 1 hour for a single individual to clear. For every person who assists, reduce the time required by 10 minutes to a minimum of 20 minutes.
So to be clear, if we power the room up, the door just opens, but the bots come out.
but the bots are unplugged, so we could plug this in.
But it would take an
yeah.
hour to repair the mainframe.
All right, let's
I have
get
a
to-
feeling as a player that the reason why there's so many specific time things is because when they accumulate, we might have to see whether or not radiation affects us again later.
What?
What?
Yeah.
No.
There's no way.
Regardless, I think with the knowledge that we've got now, actually, the trash compactor. That's not that big room we passing away in, is it?
That was a junk room. For sake of brevity, no.
Okay, cool. That's fine. Yeah, you know what, guys? Sooner out of here, the better. I don't feel well, and I don't like getting like this weird beard thing going on. It's really messing with my usual.
I can braid that for you later. But yeah.
I don't actually want to have this weird
No.
beard thing at all. But yeah, no, I could get rebraced later. Something out with this door.
Puka Golden Retriever energy starts.
Moving everything.
Yeah, we both like just digging out this door to get stuck out of the way.
Reduce
Because I
time required.
take the big pieces.
Yeah.
So we go, if everyone's working, we reduce 40
Mm-hmm.
minutes from the time, which brings it down to 20 minutes.
Mhm.
Okay.
Yes.
Um,
Lovely.
it's been at least over 10 minutes
Mhm.
of working the mainframe. No, it took 10 minutes to work the mainframe, another 10 minutes for hacking and stuff and reading all the logs. That's 40 minutes total. Let's say 10 minutes walking through the other room. I'm going to call it make a fortitude check versus radiation, everyone.
Should have gotten
Oh,
more
everyone?
robots,
Oh,
more
yeah.
death robot stuff.
Don't forget your pluses from your armor.
4, you said, right?
4. It sounds
Yeah.
like Greylance has a +6 from his
I got +6, yeah.
level 9 armor. I was looking at that in Hero Lab and I'm like, oh shit, I gave that out.
Yeah, you gave that to me. You handed it to me,
Great.
so
Plus
thank
16
you.
to your. Okay, cool.
The total of plus 11 for me.
Plus 9. 26.
Pass for
Uh-oh.
Alistair.
Come on, baby.
24.
Pass. Quizith.
This is very quiet.
Well, I did kind of roll on that one, so you know.
Oh,
Okay, Quizith, we go to reverted on the devolution radiation stage, the track.
Whoa!
Choose
What are we going with?
either choose randomly or choose avian, bird-like, batrachian, amphibian-like, or simian, ape-like. Or I guess in Greylance's goat-like.
like, yeah.
Like, yeah.
We'll call that one because basically you're choosing between flying, swimming, climbing.
Yeah.
I guess that's probably
Huh.
more of a better way to put it.
Huh.
Because then you could go bat on avian.
What does the chat want for Prithu? I feel like it's gonna be flying. I feel it's gonna be flying.
Evolves into like a Frilladora lizard.
Yeah.
I wanna roll a d3, I think.
Rule chaos.
All right, let's go.
Slash R. No, R slash? No, slash R.
Flash R, yeah.
1d3 baby. I
Yes.
love rolling on digitally.
1d3. Uno!
Avian.
Avian.
Okay. Interesting.
Because
Because
dinosaurs
Very
used to have
interesting.
feathers, supposedly.
so
She's a
That-
lizard.
This is true.
Reptilian.
Quizith,
Oh, nice. Yeah, she looks like a raptor.
take 7 points of damage to your HP. Greylance, don't forget to update your 7 points of damage on your
Oh, yeah.
roll 20 track.
Was it 7? Crap. I gave myself 2. There we go. 5 minus.
So on
Take
my
that damage.
HP, my hit points.
Correct.
Yeah, it skips the stamina entirely.
So 7. Take damage.
You also will take a -2 to all intelligence, wisdom, and charisma checks.
Hey, welcome to the club.
And you gain feathers, or however you want to describe it.
Hold on.
Okay.
How do I do the thing with the minuses?
You
Oh,
click
I've just been doing minus on mine. Is there a way to it?
there is a place on Hero Lab under the play as you're on the play tab.
Uh-huh.
You can go to the bottom right and do I want to say temporary adjustments.
The bottom right?
Oh yeah, there is. Yeah, it'll be before your gear.
Let's call it temporary abilities. No, that's not right either.
Radiation. No, that's nothing.
Oh, temporary adjustments. Got
Probably
it.
probably on the conditions.
Afflictions? There should be a place where you can
Conditions?
add
Afflictions?
maybe not.
Not in conditions. Combat states? Charging, flanking, withdrawing, cover? Nope.
No.
No, I just put mine on a notepad and did it for the sake of like moving forward.
Yeah,
You're only taking
yeah.
-2 to your int, wit, and charisma anyway.
Mm-hmm.
Wait, so okay, so it's intelligence, wisdom, and charisma.
Correct.
Yeah.
-2.
Easy. So the right column has -2. Got it. Got it.
Then
You
you'll
should get
gain
a
a
plus in
+4
something.
circumstance bonus on acrobatic checks made to fly.
Oh,
Well-
nice. Extra
It's not like
flight
I had
power.
any trouble with that. With
No.
that.
Well, you're not the best flyer. Like, there are certain things, if we were playing super hardcore by the rules, which is not even that much fun, just like to hover in place requires an acrobatics check to fly if your ranks aren't high enough. So there is something to that. Okay, describe it
All
for
right.
us, please. What happens to you?
So I think that her face gets this like pained expression, but almost like she's like eaten something sour. Like she's like, oh, that. Then she starts coughing a little bit. And while she does that, she's like scratching at this one spot that has gained these large raven-like feathers that are like black but have like this green sheen to it. And they're, I mean, for her they're quite small, but for everyone else they're like this big. Yeah, she's like scratching at that, and then she kind of flaps her wings because they're kind of hurting, and there's like patches of those feathers on them as well. So I think that's how that looks for her.
Okay.
Reminds me of that cat from Dino Saucers, but like goth.
Uh-huh.
I'll see if I can find it.
Uh-huh.
Dino what?
There's an old cartoon with like Transformers with dinosaur people.
Okay.
I'll put it out. Yeah, okay, you know what? I like old cartoons. I'll
Yeah,
put it
sure,
in the
sure,
chat
sure.
for you
As
guys.
you should. As you should. By the way, the feathers are like interestingly like growing from underneath the scales. So there's like scale, and then the feather coming out from underneath, and then above that is like feather covering that scale partly. It's very interesting.
Dino-tastic.
Dino-tastic.
Oh no.
The door is cleared. It is the magnetically sealed. It will require an engineering check to open it.
Why not just fucking hit it?
You can try. It has a hardness and a break DC.
So, by the way, this Aurora, whatever the hell glove, Aurora Electrovore glove, they have a capacity, yes, not use it, but it's like not the same as like the boom knuckles, where I can like, where it has like a battery, because the boom knuckles have a battery, which makes you like every time you use it for a minute you have to like lower the quantity. Does the Aurora Electrovore glove have that as well?
Yeah,
because
they're
it
powered.
doesn't. That's so interesting because it doesn't say that it requires a battery.
I'm reading on aonsrd.com that it uses, when you activate it, it uses 2 charges of a battery.
So interesting because it doesn't give me the option to like lower the capacity in any way or like lower the quote unquote ammunition in it, you know?
Does it have
So
a
that's-
battery associated with it? That's the only thing I
No.
can think of.
No, it does not.
Anyway,
Anyways.
sorry, just we got
Yes.
half an hour.
Yeah, my bad.
Smash.
Yes, I will smash.
You can try to
I will smash with the Electrovore glove.
Megan, I think it's a strength check for the break DC.
Nah, you done that?
Yes.
Like I'm fully down to find this this cure.
So what? Oh my god.
So yeah, just you go to your skills and just do a strength roll.
Yes.
What your base skills are there?
Yeah. So +4 on strength.
This is gonna be tough. This is gonna be really tough.
It's gonna be pretty tough. 'Cause I got an 11.
Oh,
Yeah.
baby.
That's +2.
17?
Not
2
enough.
Is 19?
Not enough. These things are super tough. Plus even if you were just attacking it, you would do 7 points of damage because of its hardness. It has 60 HP.
Jesus
Oh,
Christ.
jeez. Okay.
And then you would need to do a hit at 30 on a strength check if you were just trying to do a break check.
Mm.
So you can
Alright.
spend like a minute pounding on this thing. It might break. You roll.
Or we
minute,
could
like
have Pucker and-
mechanically a minute.
Yeah, we could have Pucker and Alistair do engineering.
No,
check
I mean
instead.
we would just say, but like it would be in game 10 rounds of you bang, bang, bang,
Yeah.
bang, bang.
Pucker and Alistair, can you do?
I'll do it. It's
Alistair,
fine.
do the
Yeah.
boring word thing.
Do the
do
boring
thing,
word thing.
Alistair, Come on.
I'll do the boring thing. It's fine.
The boring word thing. What you're doing is
Someone-
not boring, but the words
Pucker, help him so he doesn't hurt himself.
I'm helping. A
Uh,
S.
Good enough. It's good enough.
Oh my god.
engineering
'Cause
was it?
Yes.
Because it
That-
looks kind of defeated, by the way.
That lowers the DC,
Uh,
right?
34.
Okay. I mean the DC was 20, so these things are super easy, and we'll say that Alistair just opens doors from now on. That's a part of his new skill set.
Yep.
If it has an electro lock on it, yes. If it's got a traditional key lock, you just there, like just put the key in, like can't get it in.
Almost
properly.
every door from here on out is going to be magnetically sealed.
Oh my god.
But you are in a ransacked storage room filled with trash. There are some stairs that go down to the
Oh, these
east
guys love trash.
to another door.
Hello.
Well, trash is probably a good sign, as it probably indicates that there's a trash compactor nearby.
Yeah, if the
Try
trash
and
is
look
here,
up.
then it means that it hasn't been compacted.
And given that we now have two members of the party, unfortunately, degenerating, I don't intend to stand around long enough to find out what the third one will be.
I
Um,
cough up
let's
some
give this door a kick
feathers. I cough
Um,
up some feathers.
Why are you coughing them up?
Well, I don't know.
Griffith, don't chew your wings. It's not
She has
good
like
for
a
you.
she has like a handful of feathers. She goes, I don't know.
okay.
What's down these stairs?
Yeah, I'm
Yes.
fully ready to get upstairs.
Okay. Alistair opens the door.
I will also prepare glowy because we're coming into quite some few surprises.
So, door opens. A small landing ends at a 10-foot wide corridor, 10-foot wide conveyor belt that leads east and slopes slightly downwards. It is not active because, again, no power has been returned to the system. Interestingly enough, the belt leads to other belts. So what we see here is sort of just a
Abstraction.
exactly an abstraction of this conveyor belt.
This is going to take forever to get down there. How do you reckon? How long do you reckon?
It does go down, correct. So all these belts descend into a bank of like greasy black smoke about 60 feet below. There's a gap in the railing that lines the landing where a ladder is, right where you both are standing, but only the top two rungs of the ladder remain. Then there is wheezing and clanking of machinery that echo up from somewhere within the smoke. Or does it? Because it wouldn't be active, would it? They give a part in here where they're like, if they don't turn it on, then blah blah blah, and then never refer to it
They
again.
never do it again.
Yeah.
So no, there is smoke in here, but no clanking.
All right.
Okay.
The sooner we get down, the
Lovely.
better. Chris, if you grab Asta, Pucker, you're with me. I'm gonna scoop up and jump off this railing and use my jetpack to land at the bottom without splatting.
Okay.
I'm going to do the exact
Yeah.
same thing that's with Alistair.
Okay.
I just go, you hold on tight. And I jump off.
So everyone, give me a perception check, please.
Oh.
Percezione.
Oh, I love it. Don't forget we got -2 though.
Claro que sí.
I don't have the goggles anymore.
Do I get a bonus from the goggles?
If you are activating the X-ray function.
I'll
16.
take that then. Is the bonus +4?
Yes.
That's 22.
22.
9.
So you can see as you're like sort of
13.
floating up, hugging Dragon Mummy. You can see
We went after it.
these that's like as you're like kind of going through the smoke, you can see that the belts pass these chutes where based on your engineering skills you would know that anything weighing a certain amount would be pulled up and dropped into a chute, presumably leading to a trash compactor.
Oh, so
Sorting.
the heavier it is, the lower it goes down the system.
Right.
Which means if a vaccine is light, it's going to be at the top of the compactor.
And without you even going into the compactor itself, wow, it's really good that you didn't turn on the power, because you like hopped on
Would have set the machine down there.
you could have gone into the trash compactor, which is nasty, as we like to say in the business.
Nasty.
A bright yellow case didn't even make it to the trash compactor. It is lodged between the conveyor belts at the east end of this room.
Yoink.
It has Izalgun writing on it, but opening it up, you can see a needler pistol with 6 darts, each dart containing a yellow medicinal.
Oh, thank God.
It also contains 3 vials of Mark III healing serum.
Yoink.
Nice.
Very helpful.
Roonies.
And I'm going to grab you all, and if you go down to the bottom, we'll be moving maps.
Ooh.
I should ask: Is this a cure or a vaccine so we can't get irradiated again?
You know it's a cure.
Okay.
You
But if
know
you
that
take it,
that's
can we
what
get sick
he
again or
was
something?
referring to in his
Gotcha.
logs. That's what it was.
I don't waste any time. I jab Christopher immediately.
Oh, damn.
Are you sure you wanna
Moves
do
so
that?
fast.
I was going to say, we don't know how the needle pistol works yet.
Easy enough. You load it, you shoot it.
Yeah, I've used one of these
Yeah,
before.
no.
I will
okay.
warn you.
Mm.
Being cured does not absolve you from future.
That's what I was asking.
Yeah.
Okay, then I hold on to it and I wait. I'll just say, all right, we've got 6 shots. Let's
It's
make
labeled
it-
vaccine in Izalgun, but it's more
It's
of
not actually vaccine.
Right.
Mm.
Okay, so it's
And these
Alright,
things
yeah,
are
so
easy
fuck
enough
it.
to use. You just
yeah.
Yes, okay. I was going to say, is it wise to have you hold it if you've already degenerated once? What happens if you degenerate again and we can't get the gun off you?
Good point. Booker, hold on to this.
Yet. Pika has it in her stash in her bag. I mentioned earlier that glowy is prepared outwards. Should
Yeah.
that mechanically mean anything?
It's a little hard to see down here as we hit the bottom. It's 80 feet down, so it takes a little bit to get down there. You see a factory floor covered oil-soaked machinery that sprawls throughout, and thick clouds of black smoke that are just like hanging obtusely in the air here.
I like that word. Tuesday.
All right, let's carry on forward, guys, and stay low. Do not inhale the smoke. It is not good for us.
All right. There's an. Do we see the door over there?
Yeah. We're on 2 parts of the map.
There
Yeah,
is a
there's 2 points
door.
of us.
Yes, there is a
Is it-
door.
If it's magnetically sealed, do the thing.
Yeah.
Press the buttons.
And
Right.
in the meantime, I guess if there's anything worth inspecting.
Yeah. Around here. Apart from the door, which obviously is our method of exit.
Well.
Well.
Go ahead and
That
roll.
was too much laughing. Too much laughing for it to be nothing useful.
As you kind of so as the 4 of you are all moving through the room, correct?
Yeah.
Go ahead and move your tokens around.
Aha.
I'll take the point. I'm used to it.
Move them tokens.
Move.
I'm going to the
that
door, aren't I?
token.
Yeah.
If you
Since-
really want
since
to
I'm
go to
the
the
door
door
one.
first,
Well, considering that I'm the one that's supposed to be opening it, it kind of makes sense that Alistair would go to the door first.
all right,
Everyone else fans
second
out.
point. Cool.
Okay.
It's fine. I'm at full health. What's the worst that could happen?
Famous last words.
Weirdly video gaming logic for a
Exactly.
role-playing game, but okay.
Exactly.
Do, 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 do. Do, 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 do. As you move, there's like a creaking and groaning from above.
Don't like that.
And I need everyone to make reflex saves as pistons like detach from the machinery of the conveyor belts and begin to fall. One long one across Alistair and Greylance, and then two other ones like landing near where Puka and Korzuth are.
Save, baby.
12.
Reflex.
20.
Oh my god, 8?
I rolled so bad.
Fail,
Whoa.
fail.
Oh, Froggy boy, don't let me down.
Pass.
Yeah.
Ooh. A reflex? 20.
Okay. Korzuth and Alistair both dodge out of the way of their falling pistons. But I'm going to roll melee attacks against Greylance and Puka.
How dare.
18 versus Kak. Okay,
Now.
18? Miss.
Really?
Yes.
So I got a shield now.
Hey. Okay, cool. So even though they strike you, your armor is strong enough to absorb the blows.
Although my Caxian's insane, though.
Wow, damn. God,
Shit.
dang. Okay.
Yeah, he just holds the shield up, like, it's like, because he's now due to being a goat. So the whole thing just hangs over the top of it.
Puka sidesteps the way like Bugs Bunny sidesteps a falling anvil.
Alistair, give me another engineering check.
Engineering. I should have this number like committed to memory by now. Whoa, that's a 1. That's a 17.
17 is not enough. You have to roll again, using up that sweet, sweet, precious time you have.
It's not my fault they changed the password halfway down the.
Any minute now, Alistair would be great, thanks.
That is 16. That's 25.
You open the door, and as you do, the black smoke filling this room floods through the door and into the next. We are zipping through this adventure.
Should we not zip?
No, I
We
think
should
it's
zap.
okay.
It turns out not powering the facility broke the adventure.
I mean, we've avoided fights. Okay, you guys can
Lovely.
see twice on this map, can't you?
We've
Yeah,
also
we have
RP'd
wisdom.
a lot.
We have
Yeah.
RP'd a lot, which is interesting. But we've avoided fights and traps and initiative
I
rolls.
like it.
Puka is trying. She's pushing buttons. She's trying.
I know.
The
But
DM in me wants to let it happen.
Me personally, I
Go
love
back
it.
upstairs and turn on the kill box.
Wait, yeah, I did debate saying, can I just power on the mainframe and see if I can like get the whole facility online?
That was going to take too long, though. We have to go before we all turn into animals.
yes.
Yeah.
So I will reveal the next. I'm gonna just scroll out and just reveal the whole map. It's a little hard to see because of the black smoke, but
Yeah.
a drone of insects echo around this technological swampland as you move into this new area. Zooming in, doing
So-
network. There we go.
Puka asked, this sort of environment was supposed to be good for the babies.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
Yes.
Closer to the artifact by the sound of things.
But so if I understand correctly, because I was somewhere else while you were discussing all of that stuff, the radiation is good for babies.
Mm-hmm.
No,
Good
it's
for-
good for her babies. Because
Okay,
they
that's
were
what I
meant.
mutated.
Yeah.
Well, I don't think it's the same, but maybe worth a gambling. But glowing an eye can generate some radiation.
You reckon you can be some kind of bait?
Or try to prove like we want to get baby somewhere safe and I can be a lifeline in helping that.
Puka, firstly, you can't keep calling them babies. Those logs are from years ago. They're, well, I don't want to use the term monstrous, but if they're anything like I am now after being here for half a day, they're going to be something else by the time we find them years later.
Yeah, but
Keep
they
that in
don't know
mind.
any better. It's not their fault.
On top of that, I think it may be difficult to recreate the exact kind of radiation here. This is not normal radiation. This is very, I guess, for lack of a better word, advanced radiation.
Great. I'm going to lean down to Luca. I'm going to say, listen, if there's a chance that we can come out of this peaceably, I'll go for it. But if it's them or us, it's us.
No, but like you told Alistair earlier, I'm sharing that some of my abilities, you know, might give us a few options.
No, I know.
Okay.
You got it, kid. Don't worry.
Okay.
It's a noble attempt, and normally I'd say
she's got a good point.
amazing.
If she can. I don't know half the stuff she can do with that. I poke Glory with this, but I've seen some weird stuff.
Ooh.
Let's see what happens. God, this is itchy. This honestly, I thought I looked good with long hair, but this is not the verb.
Puka will climb up to Gray's back because she's nimble and just like upside down, like scratch with 6 arms.
Oh,
Like he's kicking his leg as a goat.
How deep is this water?
So, the water appears to be pretty deep. Then through the hold on. Description. Water floods most of this room, flowing in through a shattered door to the south. Aha, you can see where it's flowing in. It looks like it's coming from plumbing. Stunted fungi protrude from the water's surface atop twisted metal shelves and broken technology. You can see catwalks around the room skimming the swamp's surface, each coated with slime. And the dark clouds that pushed into this room part ever so briefly, so that at the very end of the room, you can see a glowing obelisk 2 feet long, resting atop a pile of fragmented golden items.
That looks like our target. That's the tier, all right.
That looks like it, but as you can see, I mean, this long corridor is like begging for us to step our foot in it and get hurt.
Yes, and as you approach the waters, if you do you?
Yeah.
We are where we are.
Yeah.
Okay. You see several large-sized forms sort of lurking underneath the surface. And I'm going to go ahead and say that one of them pops up, and you see a de-evolved Izalgoon Batrachian, sort of amphibian-like Izalgoon, who swims and...
This is very Resident Evil, isn't it?
It is actually.
it sure is.
I thought this boss.
The personalogs that are like devastating.
Yeah. This is Resident Evil 2. I fought this boss in the water.
Just don't take any shotguns off the wall.
Exactly.
You see this Izalgoon pop up out of the water, treading water, a long tongue, sort of just like hanging out of its like opened sideways maw, and it like animalistically roars at you.
Hello.
And that's where we're going to end today's session.
Oh my god!
Krifu, that growl you did got like
That
garbled,
was like,
but it
yeah.
echoed deep.
That was
it
a good
sounded like
growl.
really cool.
Thank you.
It was really cool.
Thank you.
English Rose in the chat says that was close. You were almost a puka sandwich.
Ooh, a puka sandwich.
Yeah.
It could still happen. I mean, these are large.
Who's the master of
years.
unlocking?
The Resident Evil.
I mean, Puka would be the most likely to survive a crushing ceiling. I don't think
Sure.
Inquisitor would have a bigger
Okay.
problem.
Right, I'm Bagley and
Yes.
Chris Redfield, but I'm like the hench one from 5. So I'm taking that.
Speaking of Resident Evil, did y'all know that Jill Valentine was voiced by a person named Inez? And so I've been called Inez Valentine before.
Oh.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Little Inez lore. Don't worry about it.
Inez
the deep
lore.
Inez lore we've all been
The
craving.
big Inez lore, absolutely.
Well,
Yeah.
for
The
Inez
secret
lore.
reveal. Yeah.
For Inez lore.
Awesome. So yeah, we'll be back in a week for the awesome finale of a conclusion of this This adventure that we really zipped through. I was a little like,
So was this meant to be like a 2-week thing, like a 4-week?
yeah, it definitely was. I mean, there were at least two combats that there were two combats that we avoided, the slime and the robots, which was really well done.
Yeah, you got feeding and talking works. There you go.
Yeah, like, well, so great work, everyone, today.
Yeah, good stuff, guys.
So much so that we're ending class early. Isn't that the best?
Wow.
No, but we have a little bit of time to give plugs and look for someone to raid. So we're gonna go in our new reverse order.
Oh damn.
Yeah, exactly. The bell doesn't dismiss you. I do.
So I should just take my sweet time then.
Yeah, I know. If you like.
I'm quite late, actually. I'm going to get a drink real quick. I'm
Hi,
like at the end now.
Oh yeah, hi Jake.
A cup of tea.
Right.
I got tea in here, keeps it nice and hot. Man, I love it.
Contigo
So-
twins.
Yeah, we like it so. So, hi everyone. I've been Ida. I will remain Ida for the foreseeable future. You can find me on the Bird app at In the Pan over there, where I mostly retweet about the stuff I'm in. I'm in a lot of stuff nowadays. Today's game was awesome. Really cool, like kind of really dark moments where you're kind of like rooting, like, wait, they're bad guys? Wait, not bad guys. Oh, really? That's quite something. Really curious about the story. Tomorrow at 8 o'clock CET, 7 p.m. GMT, we're going to continue our Eberron campaign at Horde of Tales, and I play a not very friendly, self-proclaimed that bitch sorcerer Triton, come for a very different energy.
100%.
A very different energy.
I'm awful. I love it.
Love it. Love that for you.
I'm, however, taking on new energy this Friday at 7:30 CET, so 6:30 GMT. I'm going to be playing at Girl Run These Worlds Alien RPG.
Oh, you were in the last one as well. It was good stuff.
I got in. I'm going to be the pilot.
Oh.
I'm going to be the pilot. It's going to be exciting. And this is also Girls Run These World's first sponsored stream. We're going to be sponsored by Free League, who produces and publishes Alien RPG. So come check us out. It's going to be
awesome.
really cool. There may or may not have been pre-planned, maybe, if not kissing, at least some tension.
Okay.
So those are the options: kissing or tension. That's it.
There you go.
And on Saturday at 7 p.m. GMT, 8 p.m. CET, I will be resuming my game of Brinkwood with Diane at Balrog 1911, where we kick some vampire overlord ass.
Awesome. So cool.
And that's me. And then you'll find me here next Monday, and also probably in you know what else you'll catch me and other cast people. If you are in the neighborhood of central Netherlands on April 22nd of this year, there is this cute tiny little convention, first year starting, called Roll Initiative Con, and it is exclusively for TTRPGs.
Oh.
And some of us are going to be hanging out there. If you want to see me and maybe other people you might know in the neighborhood show up there, tickets are really accessible. I think it's 12 euros.
Yes.
Tickets in one day. And it's small. You're going to get to know people. It's not going to be this overwhelming, like, super con crowd either. We're all going to get cozy. We're going to actually make friends. We're going to make genuine connections and not be like a face in this giant mob. It's a moderate sized mob. So by all means,
No faces.
come join us.
Rollcon. I just bought my tickets.
Yay!
Some of us can't get to continental Europe that easily.
I'm sure. There's not a boat that goes to the Netherlands from.
There's a train.
There is, however, there's a few problems with that. I don't like trains, and I'm a hydrophobe. So how am I going to get me on a boat?
Oh my god.
Yeah.
I mean, okay.
Take a plane. Do it. Do it.
But then he decided to live on an island.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How dare.
Exactly.
Did he decide to do that, or just is that just
In the
that
same-
spawning zone?
Yeah,
Spawning.
I don't. Yeah, I didn't. Look, I tried to spawn somewhere else. I accidentally hit default spawn, and here I am.
I mean, all things considered, that's a lottery win.
True. Hedgehog,
Hello.
give us your plugs.
Oh, hello. I'm Hedgehog. Usually around on the internet at Hedgehog UK. I actually have a thing to fully plug for once in my life. Yes, this week, this Saturday, at I've got to get the time right now, otherwise I'm going to make myself look like a fool. 3 p.m. GMT, which is 4 p.m. Central European, I want to say.
Yes.
Yeah, it's +1, isn't it? Yeah.
Probably.
So 3 GMT, 4 Central European. I am launching the very first game on our brand new channel, the Misadventurers League. It's a pre-planned D&D game before D&D decided to go be D&D. So I can't rewrite that yet. But yeah, we've got a lot of exciting people from all from the UK actually, which was really bizarre. Really interesting as well. Yeah, if you like fantasy with a little bit of techno magic installed, maybe not a little bit inspired by our current space campaign, but spoilers, then come check us out. I'd love to have everyone around. Aside from that, I mean, I'm just here. I mean, that's it. The EU happy hours are gone. The changeling is gone. My schedule is gone.
The EU happy hours are not gone.
Yeah, they're not gone.
Me being on them's gone.
There you go.
My calendar has
We
gone
got
from
banned
being
from doing
full.
EU happy hour, so no one that's
No.
the end of that.
We can never do
Twitch
them
called us up
again.
more like, don't do that.
They're right around the corner.
Yes. My December calendar was like literally every other day was marked with something, and now I'm just looking at January and it's just like
That's January fully. That's the way it goes. That's just January. Everyone's sleeping and crying.
But that's
Period.
me.
Honestly.
Yep.
Speaking of sleeping and crying.
Speaking of sleeping and crying, really? Clifford, you
Wow.
like that?
Wow. Wow,
Rounding up
Mary.
sleeping and crying. Hey guys, what's up? It's me. I'm your Nemesis fan. I'm coming to get you. I'm outside. This is a recording. I'm behind you. You can find me at Stella Ronco on Twitter, along with a bunch of other social places. It's very cold outside. That's okay. That goes dark really quickly. The point is, you can find me there playing other games. You can catch me on Emergency Power Podcast. No, that's me. All my stuff's on Stella Ronco. Just check it out there. It's fine. But yes, do please check that out there. I'll be back next Monday here again.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
And I may also be running more Starfinder stuff if Clifford can catch me. So we'll see. Other than that, I've been super busy, so I haven't had time to really do any more streamy stuff. But I will be coming back. I've got more stuff in mind, and I'm gonna get you.
Cool. Not intimidating at all. Inez.
Oh, hi. It's me, your friend Inez. I am the antithesis. I am the momager. I am better. Let's see. Words? What am I?
What are they? What are
Hi.
they?
Here we go. Today's session was amazing. I really loved it. I thought the whole thing inside the building was really cool. Thank you so much for that.
Yeah, cheers. Good times. Thanks everybody, actually.
Exactly. You can find me everywhere on the internet at xxsuccubusgf or just the succubusgf. My face is on everything. It's not that hard to find me. Twitter and TikTok are the most active. In fact, I might make some TikToks with this beautiful makeup look that I did that wasn't supposed to be this.
It happened to look this good. I'm so sorry, guys.
Exactly.
I tripped over. I did all my makeup and I sang.
Oh my god, it's so hard being me. God. Let's see. This week, so Twitter is where I usually retweet the Go Live stuff. because this week on Thursday I'm over on Heart of Tales, playing some Demon's 12 Occult Eye, where I play Kogmun, the very raccoon-like, very much collecting everything, but also strong. She has strong abilities. Very cool. She's a void demon. Shut the fuck up.
You could have lied.
Up,
you could have lied.
She's about 3 feet tall. No,
Oh wow, that's
No, she is 7 feet tall. I'm sorry.
What's wrong
I would
with
be
being
disappointed
3
if you
feet
wouldn't.
tall?
I'm sorry. No, there's nothing wrong with being 3 feet tall. Yeah, I have a lot of fun over on Horde of Tales, so please come check that out. It's gonna be really fun. We're in the closing episodes, so please come check it out. I think it's like 1 or 2 more. I think it's just 1. I think this week is the last one. I think so. So come check us out for the big finale. It's gonna be really cool, really epic. I do play vampires, but I can plug that next stream because that's next week. So you'll hear me talk all about that next stream. Yeah, Rollcon. I'll be there. If you want to see all of this,
I might have to look into it. I might have to look into Rockon now. Now I feel.
if you want to see all of this, like in real life, all of this 5'10" glorious bald-headed woman, come check me out there. It's gonna be really fun. We're gonna be hanging out and doing games and stuff, and I'm gonna be sitting at a table playing a game with some friends. It's gonna be really cool. Come check it out. I'm gonna have a lot of fun. I love you so much. Take care.
It's not as fun as saying Innes can't help you if I go before Innes.
Exactly.
Yeah.
There you go.
Can't say
We've
Innes can't save you.
broken.
There you go. There you go.
If we all found our way to Rollingcon, we could actually do Spaceflix and chill live.
Wow.
Oh God.
That would be
Maybe.
interesting.
I would volunteer my house. I have a really nice long table. I have what I call a TTVTT. I have a virtual tabletop. I built the frame around the monitor with the
Nice.
I have that.
That's perfect. You can plug that into OBS easy.
Yeah.
I do that.
You are rich.
No, I'm crafty.
No,
it's like
she
an
made
old
it. She
monitor.
built it.
It's like Home Depot level wood, spray paint.
Love it. Work.
Guys, you hear that, guys? Make your own tables at home. Be like
We will drag up our
Exactly.
PC towers. We will set up.
Yeah. What are you? Yeah.
It's
Men,
doable.
what's stopping you from making a TVTT to BTT?
TTVTT.
Saying out loud is stopping me.
We should do like a live talk show together. Nonetheless, the 3 of us.
Yes.
Okay, sorry for interrupting. I'm
Stuff
excited.
to do. I'll just piggyback off of that.
watch.
We did several years ago. We did like in-person vampire games out of my apartment in Bed-Stuy, and so lots of wires everywhere, and we can't once everyone sits down, you can't really move because you're playing, but also like
The camera suck.
there's cameras and wires and everything's a little fragile.
Man.
And my normally skittish roommate's cat. The cat was skittish, not the roommate. She was actually a player in the game. For some reason, because of all the wires and of how still we were all sitting, and I guess cats love you. We all know cats love cameras. She would
love
always
chaos.
come out and just sit on top of the couch, like on her owner's shoulder, because like she knew nobody could move, nobody could touch her.
That's
so
kind of
funny.
cute, though. That's kind of cute. I like that.
But anyway, great ideas. I have been the host for today's Spaceflix and Kill. Thank you for being here. My name is Krufu Bernal. You can find me on Twitter and Instagram, and I guess Tumblr, and I guess Hive. I'm not active there. I'll find the spoons for Hive one day.
Yeah, same.
At Krufu Bernal. I'm back with an EU happy hour on Friday.
Baby.
We're wrapping up the last of the streams scheduled from last year. That's the second part of the Pathfinder 2e stream with the Cut from the Chronicles podcast cast. Yes.
Yes.
Yep.
Uh-huh.
Um, Yes, we're wrapping that up.
titties.
And then,
Yeah, visit cities.
and then starting February will come a whole new slew of EU happy hours that we are in the midst of scheduling, as well as the new Vampire the Masquerade stream with Inez and yours truly.
Mm-hmm.
Individual is also going to RollCon.
Yes, he is.
Okay, everyone's going to Volcon except me. I get it. Okay?
Like we're actually
And
So
so
not
is
allowed to
Lalion.
go. I
Lalion
got banned
cosplay
from
is also
Volcon.
coming.
Lalion cosplay and Weltenweber from our vampire game are there should be coming as well.
So the whole vampire crew is going to be there.
It's fine. It's fine. We'll have our own rolling con, okay? And it'll have tables, and it'll have dice, and it'll be amazing.
It's gonna be me, some dice, and a lot of booze. I don't think I'm gonna play any games.
There you
I'm just
go.
gonna have the
There you
dice.
go.
Yeah.
So yeah, check that out. And yeah, we'll see you next week, everyone. Please stay tuned for the raid. We're gonna hit some new folks. Looks like they're in Pennsylvania, Erie, Pennsylvania. Health Hits XP. It's a cool set that they've got. It's a cool set. I will say that. At least check that out. Thank you everyone for being here. And we'll see you at the next time.
Mwah, mwah, mwah.
In
Bye.
space.